Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for another sports show. D forgot to put the audio of the last episode up because I was about to
Oh
title this.
yeah.
I was about to title this 130. I was like, hold up, did we do one on Urban Meyer last week? I was like,
Yes,
oh,
we
it's
did. Yes, we
131.
did.
So
If you're one of the people that looked at the YouTube, good, because D didn't feel like it this week. Like, not that I did feel like it. It's going to be something I want to actually start tonight and ongoing with all three Black Geeks crap, but whatever.
also, don't worry, I'm almost done with the main website, folks. So if you've been worrying about where's 3blackgeeks.com, I'm almost done. I work and other shit kind of.
What he's trying to say is that the culture here at Three Black Geeks is damn good.
Also, I have to put this obligatory picture up right here, just because. Just got
banana.
to.
It's
the banana. The banana. That's the topic of tonight, folks. That is the topic of tonight.
Let me tell you, man, we got like what we're going to do is we're going
to save that to the end. We're going to say that to the end, like we do.
Why?
Because there's D. We were going to do Working Title Sports Show the other day, and D was like, "Hold on. I think there's going to be more." And he's right, because there was more. There was more.
So where we starting now on this, man?
So here's where we're going to start. We're going to start with MLB, and a couple of things in MLB happened. The Devil Rays got smoked by the Red Sox. That was just like, holy shit, that happened.
I tell you what. The
Astros smoked the White Sox.
That's shit. Where my entertainment. That's where my joy came from. The White Sox turned into the Cleveland Indians out of nowhere, didn't they? It's like, yo. You know what? Here's the problem I always had with Chicago. They always got all this smoke for the every NL Central team always comes out that division just like, yeah, we the hot shit. Look at our record. Look at this, look at that. It's like, y'all the NL Central, bro. Y'all the AL Central, bro.
Chill.
Like, chill out, man. Like, even in the years when they won, when the Royals won and when the White Sox won, I gave a respect, especially the Royals, because I didn't see that shit coming. They just had an amazing season. But that being said, I still said, like, that's some shit, man. That whole division shit. And it just proved it again, man. Houston ran them out of town, bro. And they kept on saying, well, Tim Anderson ain't going to do shit. I don't want to hear it. Everybody's bat was cold on that squad, bro. Like, yo, man.
The Rays, they won game one, and everybody's like, "Oh, I guess the Rays might have this." And then the Red Sox proceeded to go on a 3-game streak and 1 out, 3-1. And I was like, "Well, goddamn, that happened."
Bro, look, Devil Rays. I had them as my favorite, if I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I did have them as my favorite. So
the Red Sox was like, "Bitch, you thought."
But here's the thing. I knew when they was going against the Red Sox, it wasn't going to be easy, man. I should have just known that from the get go.
The Braves beat the dog shit out of the Brewers.
I mean, waiting. Now they waiting. They get to pay. Now here's the funny thing, though. I kind of knew it was going to come down to this anyway. Like, it's going to come down to the game 5.
Giants and Dodgers.
Yeah, I knew it was going to come down because they were the best. They're the best teams in baseball to me. Period. Mm-hmm. So it was going to come down to this anyway. So let's go, San Fran.
Good luck Thursday, guys.
Yeah, guys, you can do it. Yeah, we believe in you.
So yeah, baseball is going to be great. I still maintain, if I were to wager, it's going to be
no, don't.
Red Sox.
You really wanted to be the Red Sox and Dodgers, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Don't do that.
Or Red Sox Braves, 1 or 2.
I don't think the Braves got enough to make it. But then again, I didn't think they were going to run over the Brewers the way they. The Brewers had a better bullpen and everything. I thought they were
the National Division. They were like the team to beat.
I really thought the Brewers was. I didn't think they were going to be. They were just damn good, but I didn't think they were going to go like to the World Series or anything. And fuck, they ain't make it to the DS. So
I mean, from what I've read up on,
the CS.
I mean, from what I've read up on, like the Braves rebuilding their outfield is what been helping that whole team out pretty much the whole season. So I'm like,
I say luck too, because I remember in the middle of the season, especially during August, just a really nasty injury bug that the team was going through, man. So They made it out of that somehow.
Yeah. So that's been great. Real quick on the WNBA front, WNBA, they're in the playoffs right now. Mercury and Sky, they play tonight. Sky's up on the Mercury 1-0.
That's
Right.
the finals?
No. This is
that can't be.
This is the playoffs. Hold up. Where was it at? There. I just had it up. God damn it. Hate when it does that.
Chicago and Phoenix play tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. No, they play tonight.
They play tonight. Yeah. Chicago's up 1-0.
Is that it? That can't be it. That's all I'm getting for schedule. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I know. This is
weird. No. It's like for me, it's like I'm not getting nothing at all for some strange reason. Whatever. And also, you can't jump me, Chris, because I don't know nothing about the WNBA right now.
All I know is I'll say this right now. I will say this right now. They're making inroads right now with the WNBA. Ratings are actually up, which is a good thing. I think that's great for it and stuff. It's starting to go up there. People are questioning why the WNBA decided to have a game on a fucking Sunday afternoon with NFL playing. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, guys?
Well, look, do they have a lot of choice? Like, honestly, do they have a lot of choice?
I hate on a Monday night.
I hate this idea that they need to get look. They weren't going to get a lion's share of the ratings anyway. And real talk, they're going to put on a Monday night. They got to go against Monday Night Raw. Which I know what it sounds to some people. No, that's a challenge, nigga.
Vince is like, WNBA.
Like Vince is like, well, who's playing tonight? WNBA. Okay, they allowed women to shoot.
All right, going ahead. Push Sasha versus Bianca during that first hour of the game. That'll get them.
That'll get the lesbians looking at us, sir. I don't think that's a proper thing. Yeah, I'm Vince McMahon. No, it's just the Mercury. It's just the finals, bro. Wow. This is the finals. Is it?
Wow. See, WNBA playoffs just went.
There's going to be a hairy girl named Susan that's going to beat the shit out of us. And you know what? Here's the worst part, Chris. Here's the worst part. You want to know the best part? I'm over here shifting through the whole schedule. There's a banner on the bottom of here. Phoenix versus Chicago, Wednesday night, WNBA finals.
And I look like an asshole, right?
See, you look like an asshole. You the one that set me up watching something, trying to make us look like we social justice warriors when it comes to
I never set us up as social justice
warriors. Come on, ladies, let's figure out for justice.
You know, it's interesting too. There was an article that rolled out on like who was the ranking like the top WNBA championship teams, which I thought was interesting because I do remember a lot of these WNBA teams. So number one was the 2000 Houston Comets, which I definitely remember because that was
bullshit. I call bullshit.
With swoops and fucking.
It's the most overstated. It's the most overstated and real talk. What I seen that came out of LA and came out of LA and motherfucking Connecticut. No. I don't want to hear about this squad. Fuck this. Hold on. Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm last year was better than them.
Funny enough. Seattle Storm 2020 number 2.
Okay.
Number 3.
Hold on. Well, I did say that, and I did make a really crude joke about lesbians watching the WNBA. That. Go on. There's a girl that. Wait a minute. Who write this? Is this Bleacher Report? If it is, I can.
No, ESPN. No, ESPN.
ESPN. There's a. D, don't do it.
Don't do it.
There's a black chick with a high top fade that really loves Sue.
Number 30.
Super, my girl. I ain't gonna let y'all come in here and disrespect her because she bad and you want to have her. You want to it's like okay, whatever. But go ahead. I'm done.
Number 3 is the 2013 Minnesota Lynx.
I know that's a good team. I know that.
They were
I don't know. Was that the one where Brittany was actually a rookie on that team? No, she wasn't a rookie on that team. No, she wasn't.
It was Maya Moore.
That was I was about to say that was it was somebody. I couldn't remember.
It was Maya Moore and Rebecca Brunson. Mm-hmm. That was those two. I remember those two specifically. So yeah, they got
Brittany
that.
wasn't on that team. Brittany was
Nah.
on Phoenix. She was always on Phoenix. I thought she was on somebody else before Phoenix. Well, whatever.
Number 4, 1998 Houston Comets.
Again, overstated. Even
Um,
though I think they're better than the 2000s one, and I know this because I was watching the WNBA at that point. No,
this is Swoops.
The 98 was better one.
This is Swoops. Apparently, this is Swoops after she gave birth to her son, and she jumped right back on the court afterwards.
I know that was Cynthia Cooper that had a baby.
No, Swoops.
It was Swoops that had a baby.
Yep.
I remember one of them. I remember one, but I remember that was the one Cynthia Cooper was just balling on broads, John.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And this is where we had this was like the more than the 90s old school girls basketball. How was that, D? A lot of missed shots and a lot of fouling.
Layups.
A lot of layups, a lot of fouling. Just a lot of foul. Girl, like
here's how big that was. Lisa Leslie dunking was like, oh shit. And
Lisa
it's like
Leslie barely doing that one-hander was like, yo. And then on top of that, you had like I said, what you noticed that you had a lot of girls who just had handles, just for days. And then every white guy simultaneously said, this is stupid. Where's the dunking? Where's the skirts? No one's gonna respect you. And then all the black dudes join in. You know, all the military black men that frown when they see a black girl with a basketball. Those dudes. Like, I never understood that. I want
people to understand.
Old black see a girl do anything physical. She don't need to be up in here. There's men up in here. What we pull all our dicks out at one time? It's that type of energy. Like, why?
Because the WNBA started in 97, right?
Yes, it did. Around by 90. Actually, was it a 98 year, actually?
No, because
it was 96. It was 96.
Okay, yeah, 96.
No, hold on. I'm gonna check this out. Go ahead, though, man. Go ahead.
So, it is kind of weird because I remember when the WNBA first started, those first 3 years, they did this thing where they always paired up like a NBA star with a WNBA star, and I remember seeing David Robinson as part of that whole thing and stuff. And I'm like, David Robinson looked like he's a respectability politics where he's like, hey, you women need to be in the kitchen cooking.
You know what, girls, you're doing a fine job, but I think you'll be doing a better job inside of the kitchen, supporting your husbands and supporting your family.
I know he ain't like that, but it's like,
David Robinson's way more. David Robinson, much like Tim Duncan, is way more to earth than their haircuts allow you to think. Even though it's pretty cool to see that Tim Duncan turned into J. Cole. I didn't see that one coming. I will give Tim that.
That's what happens when you leave your white wife.
Hey, man, it happens, man. Anyway, no, the WNBA was founded in April 22nd, 1994, 25 years ago. Their first season was 96, 97. Yeah, 96, 97. God, who was the champions? I know, like what was that? I know the dominance of the Houston Comets. It was like the only squad that was really kicking ass though to me, man. Anyway, Houston Comets won in 97, 96, 98, 99, and 2000s. LA, and I remember the LA Sparks teams, they won 2001, 2002. The Detroit Shock won in 2003. Now, the reason why I remember that was because Bill Laimbeer was a coach, and Bill Laimbeer was doing a lot of dick swinging. And just to be honest, when I really see him as a coach, should you really be coaching women? Yes, because he got 3 championships. So
number 5, 2014 Phoenix Mercury.
Yep.
That's the one with Brittany Griner.
That was a mean team too, bro. Her
Brittany Griner. It was Diana.
I'm about to say Diana Taurasi.
Taurasi,
right?
Candace Debris, Brittany Griner.
Candace Debris was on
Penny
that squad.
Penny Taylor, and DeWanna Bonner.
That's a mean squad. DeWanna Bonner, I remember her, man. She was a beast. She
number
beast,
6 is the 2017 Minnesota Lynx. That was with Sylvia Fowles.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 2019 Washington Mystics. You goddamn right.
Yeah, that was the weird year to me, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, Del Don came through.
Man, that was my girl, man. Emma, who was it? Emma. I forgot her last name. Emma, she was the MVP, wasn't she?
Yeah, Emma Messiman.
Yeah, that's her last name. Yeah, I forgot what it was. Yeah, but she was
average 17 points through the whole playoffs.
These girls, like to be. See, here's a funny thing. you did name like 3 more dominant teams compared to this Mystics team I'm talking about, but this Mystics team was not special. I think special as like these girls is good. They're nice. They was nice.
Number 8, the 1999 Houston Comets.
Just put, see, that's why that's unfair to me, because now that I've seen the list, 96 and 2000 was just the same squad.
It was like the Lakers. It's like the Lakers are winning every year, but when somebody's like, hey, guys, somebody needs to beat these guys already.
You gotta remember, this is during the WNBA when they only had 8 teams, and only about they had 8 teams, and about half the league was like European, like really tall European and Brazilian chicks. So you had all these hood ass chicks yanking at everybody.
It was like the Harlem Globetrotters just beating the shit out of everybody.
It's like you can tell who the dominant girls is on the court every time. I remember when I actually see the Mystics versus the Sparks, man. And now I will say this. I say this now as a man now. No, Lisa Leslie, she's a lovely tall woman. Handsome, yeah, she's pretty handsome. Yeah, she's
Michelle Obama, I think.
She's like, yeah, I can see why some dudes I see why some dudes like her. You know what I mean? But that being also said, when I was a kid, I didn't like her for one very reason. Why did her neck was just like she was long, but seeing her neck be just as long, always like, ugh.
Cheryl Miller, not so much.
Cheryl Miller, no. She don't want nothing to do with a dude. So that's cool, man. I was 12 and I knew that. Come on.
Cheryl Miller is Palais swap Reggie Miller. I'm sorry, bro. That's and I just find it even more funny that she used to beat the shit out of Reggie, and that's how he became the best player that he is. I was like, God damn.
That had to be, man. I think it had to be. It's always had to be hard when you're in a sport family, first off, but when there's like legit competition, like both of y'all in the NBA, it's gotta be hard, you know.
Oh, I understand how Reggie.
You gotta think about it in this sense. This is Cheryl Miller being a woman playing basketball during the 1970s into the 80s, huh? You gotta think Cheryl had to be a level of badass that most do. God, could you imagine? Can you imagine you looking like G Money? You having this girl? Come on, let's go. You guys come to say
fucking pussy.
Boy, why you tired? You tired? Okay, you tired? Like I can just imagine Cheryl just wiping out dudes, man. And that was the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Now, yeah, she probably lose to a bunch of niggas in the NBA at the time, but here's the thing: she's gonna beat a whole lot of them too. If the legend,
she held the U.S. women's basketball team on her back.
If legend holds true, yeah, there were some straight up dudes in the NBA that couldn't keep up with her. So,
I believe it. Hey, believe it. I seen the stats. I seen what she did at USC. Oh, she was balling out at USC.
You know, I will. Yes, and I will be truthful. Yes, let's just look at the time frame. The sport now is different than it was back then, but I think there was a level of toughness that the girls had back then that the girls that don't have now, and it was I would say there was a slightly different curve back then when it came to the girls scoring that much and that rapidly in the way that Cheryl did it. So yeah, then again, yeah, she was Megatron stepping on a bunch of army men. You can say that too. So, really, that's the problem. Like, see, unlike, and I hate saying it like this, because when I say this sound like it's diminishing her, and it's not. But it's on the same level of Wilt Chamberlain, except Wilt Chamberlain was in the NBA and he did lose games. You didn't, Cheryl. Well, I mean, everybody's already saying the people that you played against was sus anyway. So, but I'm like, even when she played overseas, she dominated. So, see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me get through this list real quick. Mm-hmm. So I said 1999 Houston Comets. Number 9, 2001 Los Angeles Sparks. Number 10, 2011 Minnesota Lynx.
I'm about to say they're going to mention Lynx one more time.
Number 11, 2016 Los Angeles Sparks.
Yeah. Look, right there. Here's me. Yeah, the only thing
Candace Parker.
The one Candace Parker one. Candace Parker is look, I love Candace Parker. She might be one of the most overrated girls in the WNBA. Only one ring. That's it.
I'm a Candace. I'm kind of sort of a Candace Parker stan, but also
All of us, I am too. But real talk, like just
also,
one.
also, it is kind of funny how like every dude's low key fetish for tall women just came out with Candace Parker when she was standing next to Kevin Hart and shit, and it's like, oh, I want her to step on me. I'm like, all right, guys, chill, just chill. Anyways, number 12, 2018 Seattle Storm. Number 13, 2010 Seattle Storm. Yeah, I forgot Seattle Storm was a thing. 2005 Sacramento Monarchs in number 14.
Wow,
I totally forgot.
The Monarchs did win a championship.
From 15, 2002 Los Angeles Sparks. Number 16, I forgot about this one. 2006 Detroit Shock.
Yeah, that was the Bill Laimbeer team.
Yeah. 17, 2012 Indiana Fever. Number 18.
Indiana did get big. Yeah, I forgot about
18, 2007 Phoenix Mercury. 19, 2004 Seattle Storm. And number 20, Minnesota Lynx. 2015.
Yep. 25 years of the WNBA. And I can say this: the girls, they surviving. They survived it, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it on that. And NCAA basketball is about to start. It should be starting next week or this week.
Yeah, I'm about to say if they start a preseason and the NBA is about to start for college basketball.
Yeah, so everybody's kind of excited on that, and especially for Maryland women and men. I think Maryland women is going to probably end up being ranked.
No, they're definitely going to be ranked. The men are too, but
probably on the lower. I would probably say on the lower end if I was to guess.
I don't know. See, that's a funny thing with the men. I don't know. I know
we'll see this weekend though.
The women are going to be ranked in the top 10. I guarantee you. The women are, but I don't know about the men. The men, they will be ranked. I know that much.
F1, Lewis Hamilton, what happened? Because I think he got 5th place this weekend.
Man, let me tell you, this race was shit. This race was a shitty race.
Was it weather or was it the
Yes,
course?
it was weather. It was weather. First off, it was raining off and on that course all weekend. Okay. And finally, what really did it was, even though Lewis had everybody had the qualifier was pretty damn good for everybody. And like everybody that qualified high, yeah, there was a reason why they got there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So race day comes, and then the rain comes, and then everybody couldn't get their tires hot. Now, here's the thing about Lewis. Lewis got a grip penalty because he got a new power core in his car. Because he got a new power core in his car, you have to take a grip. You have to drop it and you drop a certain amount. So strategically, yeah, you drop the 10th place, you're still fine. Problem was, everybody wanted to smoke this weekend from Lewis, especially Red Bull, because Red Bull like, oh, that nigga's in the back. This is time for Max to take lead in points, and he eventually did. Now, the good thing what happened with Mercedes, and this is why it was such a F up, is because when I only say F up, just disappointing, was for Lewis was in first place in qualifying, second place was on Verstappen, third place was Bottas. Mm-hmm. That means that Mercedes was still up there despite the grid penalty. So what ended up happening was Bottas got an early lead, kept that early lead, kept off Max Verstappen, which is fucking hard. He kept them off that the whole time. Sergio Perez Checo was in third place the whole time, just solid, man. The weird thing, this is my real first year going through F1. This is the first weird thing I did see. Nobody changed tires. Basically, nobody changed their tires until the last 3 laps. There were a couple people that didn't change their tire at all, like Fernando Alonso. You see Alonso's tire, you see a big ass ring like on top of the tire. It was that worn out, but nobody changed the tire because the real thing was not only it was a rain, it was a little bit hilly at one point and all that. You had to go up that, and the thing that really did it was nobody could get their tires hot enough. And that really became a problem. It was this or that. It was an ugly ass race. Just straight up ugly, man. But that was that race. I'm trying to get the results of that.
I got the standings
right
now.
At the standings. Well, fuck it. I'm about to go to the
standings. But Bottas, he was in first, so he got 26. Second was Verstappen. Third was Sergio Perez. Fourth was Charles Leclerc. Fifth was Lewis Hamilton.
Actually, I'm gonna let you butcher these names. I'm all for you butcher. I want to see how you do this. Go ahead. Fifth place was Gasly. You can stop at 10th place. I'm gonna let you stop
Lewis
at
Hamilton.
10th.
Fifth is Lewis Hamilton. Sixth was Lando Norris. Seventh is Carlos Sainz Jr. No. My bad. I got it mixed up.
You on the wrong one. Yeah, you're on the wrong one. Yeah.
Yeah. Sixth was actually Pierre Gasly.
Good.
Go ahead. Seventh is Lando Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Eighth was Carlos Sainz Jr.
Yeah, see, I would have said Sainz too. It's Sainz. I would have said the same thing. Let's go.
Ninth was Lance Stroll.
There you go.
And 10th is Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, Ocon. Yeah, there. Now, hold on. 11th place. Try to say that.
I don't know because I.
Fuck, you really can't? Oh, you.
Well, they don't have the number next to them, so I just.
Oh, no. All right. 11th place was Antonio Giovinazzi. You would have got that wrong, would you?
I would say Giovanni.
Kimi Räikkönen. You would have got that wrong. I would have got it wrong too. I'm not even going to knock you on that. But anyway,
Räikkönen.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, Mick Schumacher.
You would have come on, man. Schumacher. I think it's hard to butcher the last name Schumacher. You know what I mean?
Robert Kubica.
What is it? Robert Kim? Wait, I'm with Kubica. What are you looking at?
He's number 21 in the standings. He only got no points.
Oh yeah, that was the dude that he showed up on a weekend or some shit. Anyway,
but yeah,
the only other news that's coming out of F1 right now. Oh, besides all that, but despite Verstappen and Sergio being in second or third place, it did help him in points, but Mercedes is still in first place. They got 433 points. Red Bull is in second place with 397. Third place is McLaren. They're not even in this race. They had 240. Fourth place is Ferrari at 232. And finally, fifth place is Alpine, not Alpine, Alpine D. Go against your U.S. sensibilities. They have 104. The only other bit of news I have to say about F1 right now is that this is the last name you know. Andretti Racing is talking about getting into F1. They're talking about buying out one of the the constructors, which is Subaru, and they're with Alfa Romeo right now. If they were to buy it, they would inherit everybody with Alfa Romeo, including Valtteri Bottas when he goes over there next year. Now, here's the thing. Andretti Racing said, slow up. We're talking. Nothing has come up yet. Yes, we want to be in F1. We want to bring a United States team into F1, and they actually got one dude right now. I forgot his last name. I'm gonna butcher his last name anyway. Dude that plays race right now for Indy right now. He is a prime candidate to go over to F1. And the problem about that is he hasn't gotten his super license yet to race in F1. So they're like, you see what I'm saying? There are things in the way before this happens. But it's a big deal because you heard the name Andretti. Everybody heard that. Mario Andretti, the son Michael runs it right now. Michael was a known racer his damn self. And but they're trying to get into F1 right now. But there's just a lot. It's just talk right now. It's a lot of talk, but it's good talk. It's talk in the right direction. It's just that we ain't got nothing to tell y'all yet. I see all you like, yeah. I know y'all see it. Chill. So that's gonna be big, and it's gonna be real. It's big because not only are they going to have two Grand Prix in America next year, that's going to be the one in Texas and one in Miami, but they're talking about having a third one too. So they're really talking about having a U.S. presence, next year in the coming years because America really wants to be a part of it. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what you looking at, nigga, but
Nah. Freaking message. But sorry. Now, you know what? I heard Honda was trying to jump into this whole thing too.
No, they're already in it. They're already in it.
They're already in it?
Yeah, they're already in it. They're on now. Now the only thing
you know what it was? Red Bull and Honda are collaborating past 2021.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it
yeah, yeah.
was.
They are, yeah. They're because Honda is trying to also, they're also talking about willing to have their engine be on another team too. Nobody's bit that yet, so because everybody's either right now, there's only 4 engines: the Honda engine, the Ferrari engine, the Mercedes engine, and the the Honda, Ferrari, Mercedes. There's one more. Oh, the Renault engine, the Renault engine. So other than that, ain't nobody really got nothing. Really, like those are only 4 that got in there. So I know that Honda really wants to put it on more than just Red Bull and AlphaTauri. So, but really, they're just happy because right now, real talk, when you look at them pound for pound, whoo, they are a nasty ass engine. It's a nasty, quick ass engine. So there's a lot of crap with that. But anyway, that's all that one I got.
Yeah. So NBA real quick. The Ben Simmons debacle is it's a possibility Ben Simmons might just relent and play for Philadelphia 76ers.
So who's that hurt more? Him or
I mean, you remember
who was that worse for? Him or the Sixers,
because
dog?
you remember last week Doc Rivers was like he was going to try to convince Ben to come back and play for him.
I
Right.
remember hearing that and thinking it was just like some somebody just one off type of thing that was said.
There's a possibility he's actually going to report to 76ers camp and play, which I mean, I think that's more defeatist on Ben Simmons' part because I guess he was so adamant, like, hey, trade me. And then,
Hey, yo, Ben, grow out your beard, grow out your hair, and just show up. Don't really play. That's what I would do. I'd just be an issue. I would be a big issue until they just get rid of me. Take me anywhere, nigga. I'll go to the Kings for jack shit. Get me the hell out of Philly. Like, I really feel like that's the only logical thing to do if you're Ben Simmons. Like, take it. I would take it. Personally, I would. Why do you want to play for Philly anymore, man? Because obviously you don't want to play defense. So do you want to play for Philly anymore? I'm sorry. You do play defense. That's the offense that you don't do. But like, yo, I would leave. Like, I would do everything in my power. I'd take a shit on the middle of the floor. Something. It needed to get me out there that place, Sean. Yeah. There's not much you can do. Oh yeah, there is other news in the NBA.
Oh, real talk before we get to that. Shout out to J.R. Smith. As far as we know, he's going back to school.
I'm mad as shit that you are going to mention this.
I got to.
Excellent weekend.
His excellent weekend. He's attending A&T. Getting his degree on and stuff, and he's playing golf for North Carolina A&T. And he didn't have a good outing. He placed 81st out of 84 people at the tournament. But hey,
that ain't bad. Shit, 81st. That ain't bad. Well, it matters. Actually, it matters how many other schools are there and all the rest of that. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just had to mention that because I think people forgot, like, what's J.R. Smith up to? And it's like, oh, he's
J.R. Smith. Like, here's the thing I will say is it's kind of weird that not only not weird because he's not the first NBA player to go back to college, but it's weird that he's went back to college and he's going as he's doing the student athlete thing still. Real talk. Like, I'm just gonna pick a subject, nigga. If you don't go in that African American studies course and get your degree and go home.
I mean, I remember years ago when Steve Francis went back to Maryland to finish up his degree and stuff, and he just went there he just did some summer courses and was like, all right, I'm good.
Vince Carter famously went back. I remember Vince Carter went back. There's been a bunch of episodes. I'm not knocking that. What I'm saying is like,
J.R. Smith bored.
Hey, A&T, come over here. Y'all did that for clout. I ain't stupid. Hey, Aggies. Y'all did that for clout. Don't hit this thing like, no, we want to give black people an opportunity. You did that for clout. Don't do that. Good Lord, that's such a cash grab type of move. A&T, what's that? There's an A&T in North Carolina. By God, I might want to send my kids there. That's what that was. I ain't stupid, nigga.
That's a guy that is low key still goes to A&T parties with his old ass.
Ooh. Here's the sick part. I tell myself, I hope my kids take me to a rave. I hope like my son's like 23 or something. Hey dad, you try and go to I don't know, MegaCon or something. What's that? Man, it's like a big
Colossal
old
Con.
it's like a big old music festival. We out there, having a good father-son time. We all did Molly. We having a good time. Like I'm ready for that crap. Am I ready to go? If I go, let's just say I go back to school and I go to Maryland and I'm like, hey, yo, baby. I go to my wife. We're good in our 40s, said baby. So I got an invite to go to the quad tonight. You trying to go? Angie used to go look at me. You are 45, nigga.
Sit your ass down.
That being said, I would go to a couple parties. I'm not even being funny. I go to like one or two. It ain't like I'm not doing anything with y'all young niggas. Y'all look, y'all look. I say what somebody else said about Dale Curry. Says hey Dale, these girls is pegging out here. You don't want this. You're like,
this is why
you are a good old man. You don't need these young women.
One of the most you get out of me is I go to Howard Homecoming. I ain't trying to go to a party. I'd be like, where's the Earth, Wind, and Fire, man? Where's the Nelly, man? This is crazy.
Well, that'll be you. Where's the Nelly? Like me, I'm fine, and then I'm fine with any music, but I always do a faux pas. What's the faux pas, D? Oh man, that might be the DMX song. DMX song. You've been eating long enough now. Stop eating. None of y'all know that song, nigga. We were born in 2006.
But anyways, the big thing in the NBA is that Kyrie, the Brooklyn Nets organization is basically telling Kyrie, well, if you ain't gonna get vaccinated, you just ain't gonna play until that shit gets kind of sorted out.
I liked how within a week it escalated. It went from, I'm sorry, what did you say, Kyrie? I'm not gonna get vaccinated. All right, hey, so I guarantee this is exactly what happened. Oh God. So Coach Nash, yeah? Did you hear what he said? What he said? He's not gonna take the vaccine. Oh, good. We don't need him. Are you sure? Yeah. Tell the guys upstairs we don't need him. Tell them that we're moving on without him. We don't need him. I guarantee you that's exactly. Steve Nash is done with him. Steve Nash is beyond done with Kyrie. He don't like him. He really don't. Kyrie has proven to me, without a shadow of a doubt, he don't know what he wants. I mean, actually, like Chris, don't tell me he actually did it. He actually took the COVID shot today, didn't he?
No, what happened was.
He's going to play AD. Check it out. He's over there sitting down.
What happened was.
Look, blocking his face as he's getting the shot.
There's a rumor going around that Kyrie, allegedly, Kyrie never outright said he wasn't going to get vaccinated. Apparently, he was expressing his frustration with how the vaccine mandate is affecting people and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay.
No, that's bullshit.
Like,
you got enough data on him doing some shit like this and meaning it. This is the nigga burning sage around the motherfucking court, which is fine. It's Kyrie.
I think he's gonna get vaccinated eventually.
I think here's the thing, Chris. How much you want to play basketball? I like, you know what? And I got a question. If you're the Nets, do you want him back? Because that told me you a distraction. So here's the line in the sand. You don't have to come back.
My thing is this.
You don't. We're just gonna move. We're just gonna keep on going. We don't need you.
In the same breath,
I have a feeling that's how they feel.
In the same breath as this, Michael, and I took this personally, Jordan, came out and was like, I support the science. Get vaccinated. And I'm just sitting there like, and I held my breath because I was expecting Jordan to be like, man, fuck that vaccination and shit. He was like, no.
Jordan ain't gonna say that. You forgot, and you told this to me. I own what part of the Hornets? What? I'm sorry, what? Like, of course he's gonna.
I know, but I held my breath for a second.
You were right there. You were like that. They're like, no, D, that's money. That nigga see like, no, y'all gonna get the vaccine to get on that court. Like, hell, man. Who's wait a minute, who the star of my team? That's right, Melo. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot this team. Look, I forgot it's him and a bunch of 74s. I forgot about it.
It's like Vince in WWE. You know, every fucking wrestler was vaccinated. Even Sasha, I'm afraid of needles, Banks. bullshitting about it. That's a joke, right? That's a running joke with everybody. Like Sasha, low key, she ain't anti-vax, but she been kind of,
No. I think of all people, she's the anti-vaxxer in the start. In the yes, there are different voices in that room. Yes, it is. In all the locker room of WWE, there is a different voice. I think she's actually the one's like, do you know what's in that? This. Did you get the polio vaccine when you were 7? Yeah, but I didn't want. Shut up.
There was a picture of Sasha. She was going into the Madison Square Garden when they were wrestling in New York, right? Now, obviously, you're a person of that stature. You're just trying to get in there, so you're not trying to sign autographs. You got to get in there. And I guess it was because again, still shots of a picture don't tell the story, right?
It don't.
So I guess some black
the
dude
one that's behind you right now.
Yeah, but I said some black guy was trying to get her autograph, and she did this, right? And somebody was like, "Damn, Sasha dodged that black dude like she dodged a fucking vaccination shot." I was like, "God damn it, guys."
If you want to be honest,
I don't know who started this rumor, but I fuck it. I'll take the jokes. Fuck it.
You know what? There's some like all jokes aside, man. Like oh, Vince made sure everybody too. No, y'all taking this shit. No, I don't care. The only one that's in here. There's like now that being said, there's like 6 or 7 niggas that's rolling around AEW, unvaxxed, not giving a hell. His name starts with Chris Jericho. So
use that Sturgis, guys. Just saying.
This nigga's still unvaxxed. I know him and like 4 other people. People say the Bucks. I gotta be honest with you. I think the Bucks are vaccinated. But that being said, it wouldn't fool me. It wouldn't surprise me if Matt comes out tomorrow. Oh, neither of us are. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they on. Like, I'll go so far, Chris, because I don't know that well. I'm pretty sure they're on tape saying that they got the vaccine. I'm pretty sure. But if news came out tomorrow, like I told you,
Gaddafi, that assumes Sasha has a fat ass in the first place, sir.
Woo! Chris,
and I like Sasha.
Chris
and I like
just
Sasha.
Joined the dark side with D.
Sasha has.
I'm sorry, her fat ass. No, Sasha doesn't have a fat ass. Now, here's the thing: Sasha doesn't have a fat ass. No, she has cute butt. That's what I call it. Cute butt.
Athletic butt.
Cute. It's not even athletic to me. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
It ain't. I play on the volleyball team fat.
No, it ain't. Look, it ain't.
It ain't soccer fat either.
It ain't soccer or playing a volleyball game fat. But it ain't. The bench that you lay on, the bench press flat like Bianca. I said it. Bianca has no butt. She's just athletic legs. She
has a butt.
No, she doesn't have butt. She has gluteus maximus. That's just pure muscle. That's just pure muscle.
She has a butt, but it ain't.
It's not even a conventional butt. I think it's just there for her comfort and not yours. That's what.
Hey, let her husband have fun with her.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to. Remember, I told you earlier about sex and wrestlers. I don't want to know the sex they have. No, I don't.
Because Montez jumping off the fucking top. I love Montez. I'm pretty sure they both have fun in the bed. I'm sorry. I feel they both have fun. I know they do. I know they do.
Boy, I don't want to.
Nah, because look, there are couples in WWE. It's like I feel Montez Ford are very fun. They're like They're like the fun black couple that you see out here. I really feel they are. I feel they chill.
I gotta say this: Bianca has Montez. Flips him up in a power bomb. It's oral sex. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Here's me.
It's that picture floating around of this chick that, you know how like
the girl that was Amazon and that nigga
holding the dude with her foot, like when you have him on his chest.
I know you talking
about on his chest. No. What it was is it's a picture floating around where somebody was like, "Would you let your girl do this?" And it's a picture of the dude, like, you know how you have a kid and you put your foot on their chest and have them dangling like that. It's a woman doing that to a guy, and I was like, "That's Montez and Bianca."
No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know it. I don't want to. I don't want to hear it because I know I'm going to hear it.
Nah, but beyond that, I think they're a fun couple. They look like they are.
I'm not even judging them as a couple. I don't care about them as a couple. In fact, the first time I knew about Bianca was because she was married to him. I knew Bianca was in NXT, and I think it's when she first showed up, and because I still think it's whack. I thought that her spinning her hair was whack as fuck. I get the gimmick, and I love how she uses it every now and then, but I still think it's a little bit whack.
Gotta be real. Gotta be real. Gotta be real. That's what every black chick thinks that they're doing with their hair. Bianca does.
Yeah, so what's up? Why are you doing that to your little itty bitty braid, girl? You know you bald headed. Why are you even trying to do that? You gonna fuck up your roots doing that shit.
Like when Bianca does it, it's like, that's how, that's dope. That's awesome.
I also go with it, and I know most of that is herb hair. I know some of that is extension.
Oh, it's extensions. It's definitely extensions.
All the girls in WWE have extensions, but it's not like super bad extent. Like no, these are like what you call professional extensions.
I think Naomi's the only one that went back to doing natural with her.
No, her hair is it extension again? I knew she.
No. I thought she
got taken out. She took it out, right?
Yeah, she took it out. It's all natural.
Yeah. Which is going to be fun. Which is. This is going to piss me and my boys off because we heard Sonya. They got a little beef going on. They're going to fight next week. All three of us said Naomi's going to lose.
I hate you.
We know it, like because this beef got to go on. And to be honest with you, the person that needs to be put over is Sonya. Because she needs to look like a badass.
But at the same time, I don't think it's going to hurt Naomi. But
nothing hurts Naomi. And I keep on telling that to everybody. The black wrestlers have one thing going for them when they lose. They can lose and still be all right. You know why? Because all y'all come, hey, what do you keep on losing? You better cheer when they win. I'm going to be here. Y'all niggas get
actually
mad when I tell you don't love a black wrestler. I love that. That means you're reacting to it. I love that.
That's a good segue though. We're wrestling real quick. Mm-hmm. So I'm still liking NXT 2.0. Somebody brought up a very valid point in the fact that the show goes by very quick, but it's to its benefit because they're trying to build the characters of these wrestlers they're introducing. They said the hiccup that's going to hit is when these characters start finally getting fully developed. What do you do then?
I think all you really can do right now is that they had to reset it so they can really rebalance themselves. And I think by the time
make it developmental.
I think by the time they get to that point where you just said, what do they do at that point? Just start it over again. And not necessarily start it over again. Yeah. Just make sure the batch that you bring up is going more like a draft class. Like real talk, when the WWE draft come up, no other rookie need to come over until the draft start. You know what I mean? Like to me, the draft should be just that, a draft. Get 5 people from 5. Both of y'all get 5 people, like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Get a team, whatever you want to do. But I feel like there's ways of getting around it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to try to tweak it this time because it wasn't so much that they burnt out on the formula that they had before. It's just that by the time you got to that last batch of people, right before, remember when Adam Cole wrestled the night before and he ended up being at the Royal Rumble the next day? Around that time, that's when I was asking, y'all guys are starting to plateau. A lot of these guys are just way too big to be in here.
Because Undisputed Era, because everybody was questioning, well, where is Undisputed Era going to fit in terms of Raw or SmackDown?
Exactly. The same thing, like you started asking yourself.
You put them on Raw, you put them on SmackDown. Who are they going to beef with?
Can
you keep them together, or what are you going to do? You know, and it's like
Tyler Breeze, like certain people like Tyler Breeze came up, he didn't work out. How you gonna do this? This person tried to come up and they didn't work out either. And then you have the fact, like I said, then you have the fact that people like Tommaso Ciampa, which everybody can agree doesn't need to leave NXT. And then you have people like Pete Dunne who are really, really hot right now. Is it a good time to bring them up too? And then you still got Walter and there was still not just the NXT UK guys, but everybody down there still just trying to work themselves. I think that actually, who's a Mansoor? I think they kind of hurt him a little bit. You know what I mean? At least coming up through all the super indie that was NXT at that time, man. It was just way too many people there. It was just way too many names. And it got so heavy to the point where people just stopped caring. Samoa Joe showing up on that show helped it out. It helped it out because they needed somebody to anchor that shit. And nigga got hurt again, I think.
Speaking of Samoans, the Usos' cousin is got a promo that came out during NXT 2.0 last night, and per usual, I'm kind of hating how wrestling fans do this shit. Oh man, they gotta mention him being part of the Usos so we can get the faction going. I'm like, no, guys, no. There's a reason why.
The cousin showed up. Yeah,
it's like, guys, can we just let him be his own person? And then if we cross that road down the stretch, fine. Because you're just gonna because if you cross that road, I don't want it.
This is Bo Dallas with Bray Wyatt all over again. Shut up.
You think you want it, but you don't need
talking. Shut up. Now, that being said, hindsight 2020, I still kind of did want to see Bo with Bray. But like, here's the thing. When the moment passes, it passes. Don't go back to that. That's the one thing I learned in wrestling. If the moment passes, it is, I'm talking like a 9 out of 10 that's going to fail if you go back to it. Every now and then you have people go back to that one thing that worked in that thing and they go with it and it still works. It's very rare that happens, man. Yeah. So yeah, when the moment passes on certain shit like that, it just passes. Stop talking about it.
Supposedly, real quick, side note, supposedly, this is just rumor, Bray might be going to Impact.
Whatever.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes cashed in on Swerve for the North American belt, which I was like, I kind of figured that was going to happen because how else was Swerve going to go to SmackDown unless they were going to have him keep the belt, which I'm like, nah.
And they set it up too because he got jumped by Phantasma and all his crew. Well, I'm not Phantasma, Escobar.
That was funny as shit, by the way.
They pulled up on them niggas like nothing, man. They young homegirl, little tall ass into the thing. By the way, she did it very weakly because the nigga that grabbed, because I think that was my boy Zema Ion that grabbed it. I know he changed his name. I'm still calling him Zema, but he grabbed her. She was just like weakly trying to back up in the car. Here's the thing. You're not gonna make everything look perfect in wrestling because wrestling has to happen in one take. So everything's not gonna be perfect. And I always hate it when people are, oh look, he fell over. Oh look at punch. It's wrestling, dog. This all has to be done in one take, and nobody's trying to get punched dead in the face flush. Chill. So even when that happened, right, I was laughing. It was like because who was it? It was because I forgot what Escobar did. He like threw him in a wall or something. The way he did it was just like Swerve was just overselling it. I was just dying.
Which I totally forgot NXT uses some of the WCW pay-per-views. Halloween Havoc is coming up.
Yeah, of course.
And we get into
going to be everywhere on that one like usual. So
yeah, we're getting Tommaso Ciampa versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship.
I think it's too early to even try to give Braun anything, but a lot of people love him. So what the fuck do I know? This is like
fat asses.
Asses.
We got Raquel Gonzalez versus Mandy Rose in the spin the wheel, make a deal match.
Oh God, they're gonna give it to Mandy because they don't like Raquel with that belt. Because Raquel is a good wrestler that has no personality, and they're gonna give it over to Mandy because Mandy has all the personality in the fucking world right now. She has all the smoke. So yeah, they're gonna give it to her.
So what you're saying is Raquel is another Tamia.
She's Kevin Nash. That's what she is.
But Kevin Nash has charisma though.
Imagine Kevin Nash if he didn't have charisma. It's like a snake without venom, just a belt.
CD, I thought you were about to crush my whole. Kevin Nash never had charisma. Chris, no.
I'm not one of those people. I
love Kevin Nash. I'm a mark for Kevin Nash.
Understood the people. Like, I get Cornette because Cornette hates everybody, but I never really understood how people hate Kevin Nash. Like outside of knowing him personally, I never understood it.
It was this, the finger poke. That's what got him. Even Nash addressed that like, yeah, because goddamn it, I want to see Bill Goldberg bum rush over everybody. It's like, nah, fuck Goldberg, man, get him out of here.
You know what? It's like, here's the thing about everything old shit that happened in the 90s. A lot of it, I have seen so many people dissect it over the last decade and a half of me being a wrestling fan in this capacity, I'm so tired to the point where I believe the heels. Yeah, screw Goldberg. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, that's just like, yo,
To the
fuck
point,
Goldberg. He was like, nah, he had to go. He had to
yo,
go.
everything that Kevin Nash says now is just because you know what it was. Kevin Nash had the ability not only to know when the fire was getting started, but he knew how to troll it when the fire.
Yep.
Kevin Nash is one of those dudes that know wrestling. He knows wrestling well enough to know I'm not going to panic. Yeah, I can make it work. I'm gonna do what I can, but I'm not going to panic. Kevin Nash does enough of that where I can actually kind of believe all the bullshit that people say is bullshit. Like, good example, a lot of people said the thing where what he said about WCW losing was bullshit. No. Oh, like any dude that knows that does been in wrestling as long as Kevin Nash, they don't make up stories of Kevin Sullivan say, hey, there was a win last night. You're like, hey, there was an iceberg last night. It's called WrestleMania. When he said that, like when Kevin said that, I was like, yeah, I believe every word of this story because Kevin, because yeah, he's like, Son was one of those smart dudes too. They're like, oh, we about to lose to Vince.
This is why I enjoy anytime somebody interviews Kevin Nash. It's like, oh, it's gonna be some good ass stories coming in
because Kevin's one of those dudes that remember just enough of the situation. Like, I remember everybody in the fucking room, man. Nah, he was over there. He was like, he was looking kind of weird. And this happened. And Bischoff looked at me. I'm like, fuck, dude. He's like that crazy on that.
because when he described how Bischoff got ahead of themselves during the Monday Night War, like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the fucking Raw, and then Nash, plain as they described the scene, like he was like, yeah, and Hogan looked at Bischoff and said, brother, you don't know nothing about
like,
Vince McMahon.
Like, you don't know Vince because you're like I was like because me and Hogan told him Vince is going to look at it and just go Speaking of which, going to the other piece of news right now, I told everybody that's exactly what was going to happen.
What, AEW?
Oh my God, who knew that CM Punk coming back would actually hurt their ratings? I'm sorry, what? Rampage isn't good?
Well, D, that's why this Friday, the last 30 minutes of SmackDown, they got to compete against Daniel Bryan versus Suzuki. Big match, by the way. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. This is D being real. Minoru Suzuki, nigga, this ain't Tokyo. Who are you drawing?
Meltzer fans, guys. 5-star matches.
Exactly. Niggas who like Daniel Bryan.
Don't get it wrong. I might flip between both and watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll watch it.
You gonna flip on? I probably ain't gonna watch neither of them because first of all, I don't like SmackDown enough to watch it every week. Same thing with Raw. I don't like neither of them that much.
I'm only in it for Roman Reigns shenanigans for SmackDown, to be honest.
Exactly. I'm the same way too. Even though I thought Raw this week was pretty good, despite speaking of which, despite the girls' matches being very short these last 2 weeks because of the Queen's Crown. They 1 minute matches. The one with Doudrop and Natalya, I knew for a fact Natalya was like, oh, Vince, don't do that to me. You're not doing that to me. No, we're having a match. Okay.
I feel
it's 5 minutes at least, motherfucker.
Part of me feels we're gonna get, because all of it culminates in the crown jewel. I feel it's gonna be Zelina versus what's her face?
So wait a minute, who's Zelina going to fight this week anyway? Carmella, right?
Carmella. Yeah, I feel we're going to get. Yeah, I think we're going to get Zelina versus what's her face in the finals.
You think Shayna?
It's gonna be Shayna versus fucking Zelina.
All right. That being said, now I hate to be this person, but let's be sexist for 2 seconds, Chris. Mm-hmm. This is going to be done in front of Saudi Arabian men. Do you think any of these men care about any of these girls? So the question is, who's the prettiest of the rest of these girls? Who's going to win? Now I'm gonna be real. Doudrop, I'll throw every type of dick in her, but real talk, no, she's too big. Number 2, D likes Shayna. Yeah, I like Shayna. Do I want to bang her? Kinda. You know what? Yes, I want to see where that goes. Is she going to hurt me? Yes. Not only that sexually, no, it's going to be painful. There's nothing cute about that. But that being said, like, they're going to say that, yeah, get her in there, but Shayna's going to lose. I think Shayna's going to lose. I don't see. Now, that being also said, I think a lot of Saudi Arabian men do look at MMA. And they probably say,
"Oh, it's big over there. It's big over there.
And that's what I'm
it's
saying.
Big over there.
That's what I'm saying. Shayna might actually win it all. Either Shayna, look. So that being said, either Shayna wins it, and I'm sorry. Saudi Arabian want women of their color winning something. I'm sorry. What? Can't give them too much faith. So it's going to be Carmella versus Shayna, and Shayna's going to have to do this little dumb. What you doing for 4.5 minutes till she finally knocked out Shayna? Yeah, I mean, finally knocks out Carmella. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Also, I didn't know that Xavier and Ricochet were going to have a balling ass match.
I told you there was.
I was like, God damn.
I didn't tell you this because me and Angie, we was looking at all the lists because our thing was they're going to give it an X. I still think they're going to give it an X.
Who's going to face though? Because you can't have them face off against fucking what's his face?
It's going to be
Balor.
It's going to be him. And here's the worst part. Who do you get? No, I'll be honest with you, Finn. I hate being this person, Vince. If Finn loses that match, I swear to God,
pushing the championship status after that.
Woo, he better get a championship belt after that, bro, because he just lost the King of the Ring. It could have been nice for him. So what are you going to give Finn? I don't know. Whatever.
Or this is my dark horse. I kind of want Sami Zayn versus Xavier Woods.
Me too. And that's probably the match you'll go for. You have Sammy win it, beat Finn. Now wait a minute. Now who's X playing fight next week?
Jinder. That's gonna be good.
That's gonna be interesting. But of all the people but here's the thing: if X doesn't win none of this, that match last week was to put X over, and of all people that you want putting you over, give me Ricochet. Because Ricochet is going to make me a small guy. He's going to make all my power moves look incredible. And that's exactly what Ricochet did, man. Hey, look. And look, I know what some people he lost, it's Ricochet. I know, I like Ricochet too. He makes everybody look good. I'm sorry, man. Terry Funk told Kevin Nash it, and I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. Don't get too good at shit in wrestling, because that's all you'll do. Terry Funk, who has been cutting himself for the last 6 decades, told y'all, don't get too good at something, son. That's all they'll let you do.
I think the one match that's going to be good.
That is the truth. Scott Hall was right.
I think the one match that's going to be underratedly good, Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali.
That's going to be actually pretty good.
I think that's going to be good because they've been building them up because they were tag teaming and they were actually winning some matches. And the big story is that Mustafa doesn't like that Mansoor one-ups him in matches, and he's not following his orders and shit. I was like, that's actually a decent storyline. Okay, all right, cool.
Hopefully, now D, is this going to end up both of them at Crown Jewel fighting? They probably are going to fight at Crown Jewel.
No, they are fighting at Crown Jewel.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure they are. Two men of Arabian culture. Yes, of course they are. Mansoor, he's straight up Saudi Arabian, isn't he? Yeah. Beating up a Pakistani nigga. Oh, yes, they're gonna be. In the middle of jihad. Oh, yeah, yes. Hey, Ali, make that nigga look good, bro.
Agent Seth Rollins got a Hell in a Cell match at Crown Jewel. That's gonna be great.
You know what? I will give this Crown Jewel this much because. And I'm saying fuck you, Chris, because you're right. And I say fuck you, Chris, because you're right when it comes to people forgetting shit. And I say that because there's a lot of important stuff that happens in this world that needs to be in your back of your mind at all times with certain shit. And I hate that. I think enough of the heat of what the Saudis were in the last few years, especially with Trump, has kind of died down. So there's a lot more people buying into this, and that does also fall in the thing that pisses off you and me when it's like people like, oh, I don't want to do it because that person's associated with it. And the second they leave, you're a biggest whore for another corporate dick. Like, so whatever. The point is, the thing is, I feel there's less tension with this one than the last 4. So
last two, definitely.
There've been 2 Crown Jewels,
2 Crown Jewels so far, I think, and it's funny too because the tie
wrestling is weird. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, because the tie into AEW, it's like I saw somebody was like, I don't know how anybody's gonna be mad at Khan speaking his mind about politics and stuff, and yet y'all like that blood-fueled pay-per-view crown jewel. And I was like, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's very fair. But then again, why do y'all no?
But you know,
It's fair to say. I can't even get around that. That's fair.
Yeah, but my thing is this, like, you know, we talk about the whole AEW, WWE kind of thing and stuff. I need fans of both to kind of chill because because my thing is this. All right. I get that, hey, history isn't on WWE side when it comes to black wrestlers and all that stuff. I totally get that, right? I get the having the skepticism Big E's champion because you don't know what they're going to do. I think they learned their lesson, obviously, from the Kofi debacle. That's why Bobby Lashley had a good run with his belt.
I don't even think it was a debacle. I think that was just, like I said, come on, y'all. Y'all asking Kofi Kingston to literally beat a brick wall.
It was just one of those situations. Like I said, if it was like the Bobby Lashley versus Kofi thing, I'll be fine with it.
But here's the thing: I hope somebody mentioned this, and I hope it was somebody that kind of mentioned this that they seen in the past things, because they did this they've done this to black fans before in wrestling. If anybody knows, this is where wrestling history kicks in. They do this famously to black wrestling fans and Samoan wrestling fans. Samoan wrestling fans, especially in the West Coast, Pat Patterson was a fucking devil. They hated Pat Patterson because he would dangle the carrot in front of all their faces. I'm the white guy, and I'm about to beat this brown gorilla dog food eating mother, and they just jump him at all. And guess what? Pat Patterson will win. And by the time 1, 2, 3, the ruffle grab Pat, run. They're coming downstairs. So not just WWE, but wrestling history, they always do that to baby faces like that. They dog out baby faces. To me, it's just it was inevitable to see Kofi going in for 6 seconds.
Yeah, he'll get another shot. I just think
here's a good example. Here's a good example that doesn't involve black people, because I know somebody's gonna say black people. Okay, best example of that was AWA. AWA. When Nick Bockwinkel was champion, the old ass nigga was champion, there was this young up and comer that everybody liked, and his name was Hulk Hogan. And Nick Bockwinkel would beat this Bama every single time. It got so bad. He ran to Vince. Hey, Vern ain't never gonna make me the champion. And Vern was going to make him champion, but Vern was on some 1960s booking where you got to wait a whole full year until you get a championship type bullcrap. Hogan, real talk, is the number one dude in America right now. He doesn't have a belt on him. Yes, that's a damn shame. That happens all the time, man, where a babyface get dogged out like that. So yeah, I was expecting that with Kofi. I was expecting that with Bobby, but black guy beat him. Holy crap. I was really thinking that Bobby was going to lose, like, I don't know, a rogue RKO. You know what I mean? Like, just bull crap. Like, that was what took you out. That. You know what I mean? Now, a Claymore kick, okay, Drew got his revenge. To me, Drew got his revenge. If that would have went out that way. But yeah, I think they know that at this point, the black audience is looking. And I think Kofi being champion is what got WWE going, shit.
And I mean, the flip side of that is AEW. My critique has always been, number one, you're new kid on the block. So you're going to gain the critique because, let's be real, your promos before the first episode of AEW Dynamite was, hey, we're not WWE, we're progressive. All right, cool.
Yeah, we got lesbians, like we got a transgender wrestler. It's awesome. Look at this black person. Hey, look at this black person. You showed us Brady Rhodes 3 times. I'm sorry. Look at this black person. It's still Brady Rhodes.
You got the same 3 black people on Dynamite and Rampage, but the rest of your black wrestlers are on AEW Dark, so I got to go to YouTube to watch. Okay. You're pushing YouTube now because now you got Lee Moriarty facing off against Bobby Fish in the buy-in match, and then you got Suzuki and Daniel Bryan kind of ending off that buy-in match on AEW to lead into Dynamite for Friday. So it's like, All right,
But
cool. I
I
mean,
have this to say back though to somebody because I'm going to say that. What WWE do when it came to black wrestlers and making sure y'all do realize that New Day has been on television almost every single week since what 2016? That's incredible. And because of them, more black wrestlers have been getting
free reign.
on.
Free reign too.
Free reign. Yeah, they can do the promos they want to and all the rest of that. Then on top of that, y'all do realize so when somebody said that, I'm like, so this is just hi D Shaw, the black geeks. So when did y'all niggas stop counting Sasha as a Negro? When did y'all stop doing that? Because if so, what took y'all so long? Because D been saying something about that. But what
Sir,
took y'all so long?
It's the Vin Diesel rule. As soon as she popped up on BET, she was
Right?
black. We question Vin Diesel. As soon as he popped up on Jet Magazine and Ebony and popped up at the BET Awards, I was like, and he's black.
Man, when the last time a black person had an Intercontinental Championship? Apollo Crews had it. Well, what about before that? Big E had it. What about before that? Ricochet had it. What about before that? I'm pretty sure Kofi had it before that one. It's like
Booker T.
Here's the thing. And let's keep it a full buck. The race relations within and outside of WWE has not been what anybody has wanted. No, not me. Yeah. Even with me defending WWE of some of the shit they do, not being all the way racist. No, I agree. It ain't perfect, not by a long shot. I think for a long time they took that for granted. You know what I mean? They took a lot of their black talent for granted. And I couldn't put it on WWE only for one reason. I see the same type of racism in every fucking promotion. Mm-hmm. That's my problem. It ain't just WWE. It's wrestling across the board. Yeah, it's a little bit better here because you have a black person there or that, they know the other. But to me, it's no different than New Day looking out for all the black wrestlers. You know what I mean? It's always the same thing. We're never the first pick of anything. So I kind of took some of that as like, hey man, it is what it is. But some of the shit is like, I'm sorry, what did you want WWE to do? Did you want them to roll out a carpet and make sure Martin Luther King's voice is heard before every match? What do you want?
Because it's not like we were pulling the Obama where, all right, guys, racism is over, guys. You know, like
there actually were quite a few people that were pulling that. Don't do that.
Oh, there was a couple of white wrestlers that were doing that shit. Like, hey
guys,
Kofi's the champion.
We did it.
We did it.
Bret Hart coming out. Hey, Bret, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Bret. And there was quite a few of them were hitting that shit. I'm like, yo.
And that was my thing.
Over.
And that was
the sins that we did to Thunderbolt Patterson all those years ago has been washed away. All the sins the way we afflicted toward Bobo Brazil have gone away. All that crap that crap that Bearcat had to go through, all that racism went through, thrown away. Like Ernie Ladd, this is exactly what you and Dusty Rhodes wanted, a black champion. Get out of my face. Y'all need to stop that.
That was why That's why I flipped it on AEW, because like all of us were like, yeah, like Rich Swann was carrying Impact on his back. Why did he lose to Omega? And Omega didn't even like to this day, and people was like, well, it benefited Impact because of pay-per-view buyers. I'm like, that's short term. What about long term?
Like, that's my biggest problem. It had no long term effect. And I was telling you that before it even happened. Like, what they going to do with it? He's going to hold it for a couple months, going to drop it to somebody else within the company, and then nothing comes. The worst part about that was there was nothing post that for Rich Swann. Right now, he's like in tag team wrestling.
Tag team with Moose.
Which fine, him and Moose, I like. They're good with each other, but no. He should still be number one contender on the show.
Christian got the belt now, and even he was like, Impact champion.
Now, you know what? Here's the funny thing. If anybody tells me who got done dirtier, it was Rich Swann. Why? Because when Kofi lost to Brock, it was Brock Lesnar, and I got paid that day. You losing to Omega. I'm pretty sure you didn't get paid what you thought you were going to. I mean, it's good. It's half Impact, but come on now, man. It's going to do it.
Kenny didn't step foot on Impact after he won the belt at all. He came on Slammiversary. Didn't even drop the belt at Slammiversary, which everybody thought he was
came on that one Impact with him and Carl Anderson and them stayed on that fucking ring for like 18 minutes for no reason, just talking shit to the camera and no one else.
And then after Slammiversary, he came back because the Switchblade popping up at the end of Slammiversary.
Which,
So
by the way, D has been watching. Has anything come up with that?
he got a couple of disciples. He got a couple of
Okay, cool.
disciples on his part of the Bullet Club,
All right,
thing and
cool,
stuff. So I
cool.
was like, all right, cool. But yeah, it's just like I said, at the end of the day, AEW and WWE ain't perfect. It's just AEW's the shiny new car, and people are kind of like,
And everybody
it's
wants
good.
that shiny new car to be the fucking super.
I don't want AEW to fail. Don't get it twisted, but it's like, guys, understand. They're putting Suzuki and Daniel. I get it, but like you said, that's New Japan crowd right there. Like,
that's not really going to move the needle in the way you want to. Vince will look at that and say, "All right, I'm about to give you this big, bulky wrestler that you say is not good, and is going to do bigger numbers than what you're going to give me." You want to know how I know? Do you want to know how I know? No, kid, come here. Did you know I was doing this since the 70s? Did you know that? You weren't, bro. When were you born? 2000. You know what I was doing in 2000? Crap, you get in trouble for now on television. Seriously, what the fuck are you doing in my office?
all right.
Vince, like I said, I like when it comes to whatever. Moving on.
But anyways, let's get to this football business. So in the NFL, after the Redskins lost to the Saints, actually no, it happened, I believe, after they got spanked by the Bills. I believe. Was it the Bills? Who did they lose to last? Who did they lose? Who did they lose to prior to the Saints?
Bills. Yeah, Bills.
Yeah, the Bills. We heard news that the FBI rolled up to fucking Ashburn to Redskins Park for an investigation. Now, this investigation popped up because of some conduct with the cheerleaders and all that stuff. It came up because of that.
That long investigation that's been going on for years.
What happened was it got settled in 2021. They had to pay $10 million and settle, and Dan Snyder's wife had to pretty much take over control of all that stuff. Dan could not.
God, no.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do as an organization?
As part of that, there were a lot of emails that came out of this. So it went from a Washington football team investigation, and it spurred into these 650,000 emails between Washington football team and other people inside the NFL, owners and other team and such. And one such person is John Gruden.
Now, Chris, do I believe that John is being a scapegoat right now? Kinda. Let me make that very clear. Kinda. Because of one reason. Because of all the shit that John Gruden said on there. Let me be honest with you. It was a lot more than I even thought of. It's some racist bullshit. It's some sexist bullshit. It's some homophobic bullshit.
But here's
but of all the things that Chris,
mm-hmm.
every single word he said about Roger Goodell, I fucking agree with him. And I think everybody agrees. If Roger Goodell's name was in none of those emails, we would never heard about any of this.
And that's
we all know. We all know that.
And that was the thing too. It was the fact that like John Gruden talking cash shit and disrespecting the fuck out of Roger Goodell. Basically, Goodell. Somebody said it best. Goodell saw them emails, was like, "Oh, I'm pussy. All right, motherfucker, get the fuck out." Because he actually sent those emails to the Raiders organization. Was like, "All right, I'm gonna see what y'all gonna do with this."
Mm-hmm. Roger Goodell was like, okay, yeah, yeah. I saw your play. I see the play you doing. Spotted 2 wide banana. Yeah, I already know what it is, nigga. I already know.
Now here's the kicker. So, he called Goodell a fucking faggot and just everything under the sun. He literally sat there and said,
like I said, people who are big advocates for the homosexual community. Yeah, he is a gay wad.
Literally sat there and bemoaned female refs, which I'm like, God damn, John, like really?
Boy, the shit I read, the shit they talking about it there. I was like, yo, John, like I said, if anything, John's a sexist. He's a ooga booga white man. Ooh, yes, he is.
Jeff, I laugh in 7 and 9 Fisher chimed in because John Gruden tried to fucking act as though he was big up in Jeff Fisher, like he got put in a catch-22.
Now, what happened about this? Now, what happened with this?
So John tried to make it seem as though Roger Goodell pushed Jeff Fisher to get Michael Sam onto the Rams because I believe he
Oh
got drafted to the Rams.
yeah.
Jeff Fisher came out and was like, "Oh no, you're not gonna fucking put me in this shit. I got nothing to do with your bullshit, dog." He put out a letter. I'm reading it right here. Michael Sam was SEC Co-Defensive Player of the Year in 2013, and we selected him in the 2014 NFL Draft based on his defensive production and pass rushing skill set on the field. As a head coach for over 20 years, we drafted or didn't draft players based on a variety of qualities. Their sexual orientation would never and should never play a part in the decision-making process. I continue to support Michael and his decision to come out as the first draft eligible openly gay player in the league. It took courage to serve as a role model for those competitive football players who may also happen to be gay. Lastly, the NFL never encouraged or discouraged me regarding the selection of potential prospect. Best, Jeff Fisher.
Suck it, 7 and 9.
The fact that Jeff Fisher was like, bruh, you ain't about to drag my ass.
You ain't finna bring me down here. No, dog. I got him. It's kind of funny that we like Jeff Fisher is from a generation of football where they got to see two guys on the Houston Oilers who were in love with each other. One dude died in a car accident, the other guy killed himself over that shit. Mm-hmm. Like they know that that some people have these lifestyles and all the rest of that. But here's the thing: when people don't have to deal with gay people, trans people, any of that on a daily basis, you get really bold, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People get really bold and get very chatty. And here's the thing: when you have a level of power, anything in the NFL, you think you can say it. Of course you can. And it's just on some real shit. And I hate being this person because I really do. Those were their emails, but NFL.com. Oh, okay, yeah, you sent it from the team, and you dumb motherfucker. Like, here's my thing: if you're gonna say anything racist, sexist, homophobic, anything, do it on your phone. Do it on your phone. Text somebody that crap because you don't do it on your email. The team email, you dumb ass.
Which leads to everybody feeling as though Gruden is a scapegoat because there's probably way more worse shit in them emails, which ties into allegedly why the NFL settled with Colin Kaepernick because there was probably some nasty ass shit in there, which ties into why I said that the whole thing with Gruden getting fired was because he disrespected Goodell. Because if you remember, Jerry Jones tried to buck hard on Goodell when Goodell was going to let the players kneel, and Jerry Jones was like, man, fuck you, I ain't going to let these players kneel. And Goodell was like, oh, really? Who are you going to get behind you to back you up on that?
Well, I'm going to get
Kraft, can you help me? No, buddy.
All right, you know what? You got me on this one, Roger. You know what? No, you got to remember, Southern guys, when they lost, their form of getting an L is that chuckle. Well, I got to say, Roger, you got me on that one. But let me tell you something. I think everybody calls Roger Goodell the F word. I think each and every owner calls him an F every single day.
You remember Jerry Jones got his revenge when he planted him and the Grooves linking arms in the middle of the fucking field, and he had that fucking smug smirk on his face.
I love that look because that wasn't meant for us as fans. That wasn't meant for black people. It was Roger like, you see this, Roger? Yeah, you got me on the knee. Don't worry. The greatest team in the world is coming back.
Oh, God. D for one day.
White privilege in the NFL. Jesus.
For one Sunday when that happened, all of us on Black Twitter immediately knew this is Jerry having a pissing contest with Goodell immediately.
Boy, Jerry might as well whipped out his dick. I mean, dude, it was a pissing
dude, contest. The smug smirk on his face, D. That's what made it set it off right there.
But that's the thing that makes me laugh. That I know for a fact. This is why I know that, man. I already know it would start looking like
that. And then the cherry on top.
No, Gaddafi. No. I don't think it's going to get to the mafia style where niggas is dying, type of like Bama's is on the floor.
Gruden was Nicky rolling into that room before he got whacked, though.
But if I do have something to say, Dave Wannstedt's going to be a part of those dead bodies, you see, and just random. I don't know. Gase is gonna rat to the feds or something.
Also,
like
D,
it could be wild,
part of me thinks Marvin Lewis is involved, hence why he stayed as the Bengals coach for so many years. I still maintain he knew where the body was buried. It was like he's sitting at home right now. Finally, the emails. Let it go.
Great. Thank you, Gaddafi. Now we're here. What's the name of that song? I know the name of that song. The House of God. I forgot the name of the drum.
House of 1,000 something.
A House of 1,000 Suns.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. When they start, my favorite part is you're gonna laugh at this. When they kind of start praising Jesus because the music gets really loud and all that, and then they break it down. That's my favorort part. The end. I love that.
But anyway, not to be dead, because at this point, me and D were like, man, we got sports still. But D looked at me and was like, I think there's more. And this morning.
And here's the funny, Chris. Here's the best part. Something told me, hey D, where did they get all this crap from? I don't know. But there's somebody on the radio, like when you told me yesterday, Chris, you put this up right when I told you, let's do it tomorrow. When you put it up there like 15 minutes later, hey, yo, this nigga Jay Gruden on the motherfucking radio right now running his mouth. And when I heard that, I was like, wait a minute. I know for a fact that Bruce Allen and... So you mean to tell me that Jay in some strange way got his brother
Deuce Gruden, son of John Gruden, is going to remain on the Raider staff after his dad resignation.
Wow. Okay. John, ain't like he did it. So yeah.
That's awkward in that locker room though. Like, hey, so what happened to your pops, dog?
Your dad, man.
Heard your dad don't like niggas. Nah, it's like that shit in Die Hard with the Vengeance. I heard your dad don't like niggas. What we gonna do about that, guys? It's like, guys, I like black people. What are you talking about?
Oh God! And when I realized that it came from Bruce Allen, first thing in my head, you see the culture.
D, don't say that. Just, hold on, sir. Hold on.
Oh my God, the Redskins and you know what, Eric? You know what, Chris?
D, stop. Pause.
How would you describe the culture surrounding this football team?
The culture is actually damn good.
Here's the thing that for people that that live outside the DC area, some people this clip is used in two different contexts. Number one, Washington fans that know damn well this team is full of crap. That's number one.
Chad Dukes used it. I laughed the way he used it. That shit was fucking hilarious.
And then there's the flip side of it. The Bama's that think that this organization is on the up and up.
It's okay.
The Bama,
it's the burning dog in the room. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's
Homer seeing the pig. It's a little bit greasy. It's okay. It's a little bit airborne. It's okay. It's those people that play that clip. See, the culture of the Washington football team, like no.
Has there been in our years of being alive? Has there not been a year the Redskins haven't been in knee deep in bullshit?
Chris, how is it that every single year the Washington football team, FC Washington, if you will, the Boston Redskins at one point, if you will, how is it that these niggas find some type of way to just all over the bed? I don't understand.
Even when they have a good year, when RG3 was,
when it's a decent,
when they had a good, when RG3 had that good year, there was the controversy surrounding RG3 and his dad and all that stuff. Even when they had a good season, and they were waxing everybody.
Girlfriend, oh my God! You know what? Here's another one. Oh my God, Chris, how is it? Like I said, and unfortunately, this is another bit of news that's going on. There are 18 players right now in the NBA that are probably going to jail because they extorted $4 million from health insurance fraud. And $4 million. $4 million. All they did was, oh no, man, I think I got the gout, man. So give me the medication for the gout. And I don't know the steps to do it, but they get a cash out for it, and they just pocketed the money. It doesn't even go to the surgery.
They do. This is along the line.
This is the PPP loan type
Yeah,
shit.
I was gonna say that
on
because
an athletic level, nigga.
there's this thing where there are a lot of people, and you know what? I can't even blame the pandemic because people were doing these PP loan scams even before the pandemic. So it don't even matter.
They just rose during the pandemic. That's all.
It's just a lot of people have a lot of get rich quick schemes.
Of course. That's
And
how
the thing,
it is. We live in a world where everybody wants to get rich, man. It's just unfortunately the side effect of capitalism, I guess.
One of the things the best thing that if people that know scams know, even if you're not a scammer, even I know this, nobody's going to care if you scam somebody out of $20, right? Nobody cares, right?
Nobody.
It's when you do what the NBA players do and the PPP loan people do, where you're scamming people out of thousands, 5 figures, 6 figures, going into the millions. That's when the IRS is like, hold up, how the fuck did you get that money? Like the chick on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, her husband got caught up in that shit because he literally paid child support back payment, bought a fucking Rolls Royce and all that. I'm like, huh? I mean, I admire that you're caught up on your child support with the PPP loan. All right, cool, but like, huh?
What happens is, and Shannon Sharp said it the best way, they get greedy. People get greedy.
Always greed. Greed always kills it at the end of the day. And
for somebody saying, now, how does this tie back into the Redskins? Don't worry. Unfortunately, it ties into one of my favorite players of all time. Played for the Hurricanes and played for the Broncos and played for the Redskins. Clinton Portis. I love Clinton Portis. I absolutely do. He's going to jail. He's definitely going to jail. And it's two things. Number one, heartbroken, real talk. Like I said, I don't want to see no black man go to jail anyway, especially somebody I see value in, somebody that I love. And that's Clinton Portis. When the Redskins had him on here, he was so entertaining. I loved him. As a Cowboys fan, I loved him. So it's like to see that. And number two, the other side of me, I'm mad. Y'all just got greedy. $4 million, y'all racked it up to $4 million doing this. You know another person that's a part of this thing, Chris, and this breaks my heart too. Tony Allen of the Boston Celtics. I love Tony Allen, the real Kobe stopper. Tony Allen. I know Big Baby Davis is a part of that too. Who else is a part of that? Actually, I gotta look that up.
I got the list.
You got the list. Who else is a part of that damn thing, man? I feel so bad. Yes, it was. Yes, the hell it was.
Damn, hold on.
The plot, I got the hookup. Thank you, Gaddafi. Exactly what.
I wish they had a list of the 18 players because some of these articles, it was a place that had all the 18 players.
Yeah, because I forgot all about it. I forgot all about the play that this shit this earlier, man. But yeah, the fact that they extorted all that money and did nothing with it, man.
Hold up. There it is. I don't know why it kept doing that. Damn. There it is. Terrence Williams, Allen Anderson, Anthony Allen, Shannon Brown, William Bynum, Melvin Ely, Christopher Douglas Roberts, Anthony Roten, Milton Palacio, Sebastian Telfair, Antoine Wright. Yeah, Antoine Wright.
Wait a minute, Sebastian Telfair?
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking serious?
Darius Miles, that hurt me, man.
Who else?
Darius Miles, that hurt me. Because I heard he was on.
Jamario Moon,
Ruben Patterson.
Yeah, he was the other name I heard.
Eddie Robinson, Gregory Smith, Ronald Glenn Davis, and Jamario Moon.
Man, big baby, man.
The Darius Miles one hurt me because I heard he was on the up and up and everything was going fine. So the fact that he was a part of it, it's like, fuck.
Hey, man, let's see. Eddie Robinson. Wow, yeah, you see Eddie Robinson. Wow, man.
It's insane.
That is a lot more than I thought it was, man. I mean, not a lot more. I mean, just.
But D, here's the kicker. So we found out that one Adam Schefter is involved in this because Adam Schefter, remember the 2011 lockout, he went to Bruce Allen to get clarification on a story. And instead of just like, hey, Bruce, can you confirm this part of the story? He gave him the whole article and was like, you know what? Edit it how you see fit, sir. And I'm like, sir, you
I can't unfrill my hair. There we go.
Bruce Allen, you got Bruce Allen to be the editor for your article.
Here's the best part. There's more evidence that he's not the only motherfucker he did that for, too. So now journalistic integrity has came into this. So you mean to tell me Washington, you figured out a way to not only take out a coach, but you're probably
Adam
going to
Schefter
take
caught
out one
strays.
of the biggest names in sports reporting.
And he's
I'm not saying he's a journalist. I'm not saying he's all
he's
journalist, but in this case, yeah, this is journalistic integrity. You did what? You made him edit what?
Ironically, D, apparently he got tapped by Wrestling Observer to be one of their reporters. So I'm like, I mean, at least Wrestling Observer has a legit, reporter, at least.
Christopher.
Only thing is, we just know Adam Schefter.
I don't trust. Let me tell you,
DD, you know what's gonna happen, right? Adam Schefter's just gonna go to Vince McMahon and be like, "All right, Vince, can you just edit this article that I wrote about you?"
No. If Adam's smart, I would go to Vince and I would be his freaking mouthpiece because everybody will see me and didn't see Dave Meltz. Like, all right, Dave's full of shit. Adam Schefter was on NFL Network.
Reliable news, guys. Reliable
news, and it's gonna be straight Vince McMahon fed bull crap, and people are gonna believe it. I fucking hate this world. Oh my god, I hate this world. Yo, how is it possible, Washington? You know what? It's somebody y'all got to bring down one more person. Now I hear the joke. No,
Jerry Jones
it's not happening. Oh, Jerry ain't going nowhere. Jerry at this point right now can lynch a black man, and half the black cowboy fan base is gonna be like, but that nigga, he was a criminal anyway.
It's like when people made the jokes, I was fine with the jokes, but I was like, God, realistically, jokes aside, you're not gonna find anything on Jerry that we already knew. When he made that slick comment about Ezekiel Elliott a couple of seasons ago and stuff. And I think we talked about it a little bit. I was like, yeah, I figured Jerry was going to say some shit.
Oh, yeah. Jerry's all the way racist. But here's the thing about Jerry. See, I know not to put that in a fucking email. Like,
exactly.
No, Jerry. See, I don't put that in emails. I just tell you, I just call you a nigger to your face, and I just dare you to do something about it. But yeah, Jerry Jones is a different type of racist.
I'm scared for Steven Jones, though. I'm like, yo, Steven, have you said anything, sir?
You know, I think certain people are just like when this gets. I don't think. See, here's the funny thing. I feel that John can't be the only coach. That's what bothers D. And it can't be just John, y'all. Y'all picked on him. I think
it's funny how Tony Dungy and them just dived in front of fucking John Gruden catching strays. And I'm like, guys, why are you defending this guy? I get you work with him. Don't say shit.
Tony Dungy, man, he wasn't really racist. Like, Tony, shut
up. Jay Williams is over there having Stephen A. Smith tell him to shut the fuck up because Jay was like, I've been calling a nigger one time. Wasn't that bad? And I'm like, Jay, did that bike accident just fuck up your head here? Like, what's going on?
Let me tell you something, Jay Williams. First off, as a black man, I am truly disgusted with what you just said. I can't.
Jay really said that. Like, he really was like, I've been calling nigga one time. It wasn't that bad. I'm like, Jay, I get it. You were a Duke. I understand.
I'm done with this. Shut up. I'm done with this. I'm done with this story. Let's get on to one more story before we get on to the final football games. One more story. Hey, Chris. I didn't know that black pride was that damn strong to have you get your ass beat 10 straight rounds.
You let an overweight gypsy.
But there is nothing but black pride keeping him up. And I got to say, black don't crack. We stand. Hey, we did pretty good. That's the only plus I got for that.
Let me tell you something. You let that overweight gypsy beat your ass.
Let me tell you something about the mule. Let me tell you something about the overweight gypsy. You see his body? That's the perfect fighter. And I'm not even being funny. Yo, holy crap. He's impenetrable. He swings hard. Hold on. Not only does he swing hard, he swings scientifically. Well, you got a dude that's the size of Walter. Now, no, Walter's only like 6'2", but that motherfucker's just a refrigerator. Yeah.
That is a look of a man. I was like, shit.
Boy.
This motherfucker fighting.
Boy, I felt so bad. And look, here's the worst part. I will say this for Ty. When they got to the last, I think it was the 9th round.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he got punched. He got punched. And he did that little anime spin around him. Like when that happened, he got immediately. Deontay got his feet. I'm good. He was coherent and all that. I'm thinking like, man, I probably just knocked some sense into him. That happens in boxing all the time. You get punched and you wake up. That happens all the time. Yeah. So he got up to his feet, and I will give it connect, like 2 sweet ass uppercuts to Fury. Tyson. Here's me. He didn't feel none of that. That shit there was no power. These were perfect shots. Chris, these were perfect shots. And Tyson like, poof, poof. All right, come on, let's go, baby. Let's go. That was good. Let's keep moving. Yo, Fury, ain't nobody gonna beat that motherfucker. Shoot him. Shoot Tyson Fury. Ain't nothing gonna beat him, man. Good Lord.
And the crazy is Deontay Wilder, Mayweather after the first fight was like, hey, I can train you. And he denied it. And I was like, oh.
It's Mayweather.
It's a possibility it could have worked.
I don't know. Here's the thing that everybody that I know who has been in combat sports, knows combat sports, they have said the same thing about Deontay. He has not learned nothing new. Yeah. Only thing he did different in this fight was change up his defense to make himself last that long. And even then, he dropped his guard by the 6th round anyway, so it didn't matter. Mm-hmm. So everybody, it was just one of these fights. See, I was like everybody else. Oh man, this nigga put on 20 more pounds. He's 300 pounds. Man, Tyson might be slow. Tyson's fine.
It's the butterbean shit.
Oh shit, you're fucked, Deontay. You are fucked. You're gonna have that white man beat on you, and now we got all these niggas with shaky Negro values going, oh man, you making black people look bad. And I gotta sit and shift through that on my timeline because you wanted your 3rd fight. Thank you, Deontay. Thank you. You know what? I felt like when Deontay hit that ground, actually putting up the picture of Martin Luther King laughing in the background. I really did. Like, because some told me, Martin Luther King, I want to get in that ring. Like, I would like, yo.
But see, D, it's the culture of Twitter.
Yo, I wish I was on Twitter that night, man. I was not on Twitter that night. I was so mad. I was there for the second fight, not the first. I was there for the second fight, not this fight. The second fight was some of the most Pan-African, let's kill every cracker type thing in the world. It was amazing.
This fight on Twitter was hilarious. It was like, bro, this was delicious. The memes, the pictures, everything. It was great.
Only thing I saw was the inevitable Sonic rings. I seen them.
So NFL week 5. We finally hit the illustrious 5 games that actually get some assessments on these teams.
Yes, we did, Chris.
Thursday night game, Rams, Seahawks. You're in trouble.
And before Chris says anything, no, this wasn't a good game. No, this was another Thursday night game where it wasn't that good. Don't let that score fool you. They both played like shit. They both played bad.
Hey, Seahawks, you're in trouble, girl.
Girl, your boo went out. His finger all looked like Chris Rock when he on stage. So
looking like fucking Crips and shit.
Yo, man, I was like, yo.
Hey, Seattle. So it's not enough you got Geno Smith. Now you're trying out Blake Bortles. Have fun.
I like the fact that we had a whole list of people. I had a whole bunch of people going like, yeah, man, Geno ain't that bad. As a dude who got dogged out the first year of working out a sports show, no, Geno Smith's some shit. Y'all need to really remember, though, he sucks. I vouched for him for his first 2 years in the NFL. He stinks. Right?
I know that last play that should have been pass interference and stuff.
Yeah, it should have been pass.
It should have. Really so part of me, my initial reaction when he did that was like, Geno Smith, you fucking idiot. Why'd you throw the interception? And I watched that guy, I was like, yeah, that should have been pass interference. Same time, Put your faith in Geno Smith, huh? Couldn't be me, man. Couldn't be me.
Niggas out here over there, y'all copping please for Geno Smith.
And y'all gonna get Blake Bortles.
Y'all gonna play Blake. Y'all gonna definitely play Blake.
The Bortles.
Bort.
The Bort. I hate you, D. The Bort.
I have nothing to say about this game outside of Atlanta.
Rams. I'm just gonna say this about the Rams. Hey, Rams, you might not want to sleep on Arizona because
I wouldn't sleep on every. Yeah, I wouldn't. No,
because Arizona after they beat San Fran. Actually, that's a good segue. Arizona looking legit. For a minute I was kind of doubting them, but I was like, their defense is legit.
I will say this: their offense is legit. Their defense is not bad. I just don't like it. I still don't like their defense. But
it's very bend and break. Their offense, their defense is very bend and break. So
now I can say in San Fran, I can say this right now: y'all not that good. You're not going to be great. Y'all are not going to be.
Do you see them sneaking in on a wild card, or are they pretty much done?
I'm not calling them done, but no, they're going to be fighting for a wild card.
Bubble for a wild card.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting for a wild card. I can already tell right now. They're going to be fighting for it. But they're not going. Which, I don't got them going.
Speaking of which, the Sunday morning thing, and you know what? When is the NFL going to give London and actually two good teams that they can actually watch play? Because Jets and Falcons, holy shit! Like,
you want to know why? You want to know why? Here's the problem.
The closest you got was Saxonville versus Cowboys, and that was a slaughter.
Here's the thing: who's going to give up a home game versus a good team to be played in London?
True. Cowboys only did it one time, obviously.
Yeah, and not even so much the Cowboys. It's just like, think of everybody who like we'll play the Jets. They got the Jets in Atlanta. You could have picked two sorrier teams to go to London.
I had a scare at one point because I thought the Falcons were going to Falcons, but they didn't. They held strong.
So where I feel about both of them. What I feel about both of these teams, when it comes to both of them, it's I'm looking at the man. Both of y'all are equally as bad, just terrible.
Jets are the Jets.
Atlanta Jets are the Jets, and the Falcons are Falcons. So yeah, they're both going at 100,000% right now, man.
So I'm gonna say it right now, Packers Bengals. Packers, I don't believe you, and that's only because I think Aaron Rodgers is lucking out on his I don't give a shit is balancing out with luck. Because they should have lost to the Bengals, and it's like
the referees kind of helping y'all, helping everybody in that. Actually helping everybody in that game.
Gotta be real. I think this is God fucking with us.
Nah. I will no, not for me. Not for me, man. Not for me. I told you.
All the missed field goals, sir. All the missed field goals, dog. Hey, RIP to whoever had that field goal kicker in fantasy. He fucked you over bad.
Joe, what's wrong? I hate it here, Mom. We don't get a kicker that can kick. It makes no sense. How are you going to miss two field goals?
No, actually, that was the Packers kicker.
That's what I'm saying. He missed That's what I'm saying. He missed 2 field goals. Mason Crosby. I was about to go over to Mason Crosby. Mason. You know what? When you miss 2 of them, I already know you're fucked up in the brain. But Mason had to get it together and make 4 of those bitches.
Yo, Justin Tucker is sitting back, just the Jedi ghost of Justin Tucker is looking at him like, the fuck was your problem, sir? What is your problem?
So you know, I'm not going to go that far, but I have been seeing it this year. So kicking has just left too, huh?
Clearly, the name of the game is, if you're a kicker, you better stay healthy, because if you got back problems, you're not really reliable.
My dad said this, and I believe him. Wow. So 30 yards is just not guaranteed anymore. Yeah, man, the game is more interesting, I guess.
Roger Goodell and them are fucking jerking themselves off in excitement, like, yes,
I told you,
this field goals.
Oh man, now like the only thing y'all need to get rid of now is a kick return. And I actually think y'all did something right, man. No, we don't need no more kick returns, man. People dying off of shit like that.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why they have them kick at the 35, so it goes straight to the end zone and shit, you know.
I mean, man. But that's where it feels like, so a 30-yarder is not guaranteed anymore in the NFL, I guess.
So at this point, I think it's safe to say the Packers own the NFC North pretty much at this stage.
That's not saying much, dog.
I mean, you know,
That's not saying much.
Because right now, in the Bengals, well, you're going to be fighting for you're going to be fighting for a wild card spot at least in the AFC because
If you're
Baltimore
the
probably
Bengals,
got
though, but if you're the Bengals, you got to feel kind of good in the
it.
position
3-2.
you're at right now.
You're not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah,
You know?
so I think they're fine, man.
Lions, you're tanking this season. I'm sorry.
I don't think there's so much tanking. Like I
They
truly
just got bad luck, man.
I truly think God really just doesn't like them.
They had the Vikings in the bag. And it's like Kirk Cousins was like, nah, not today, bitch.
Kirk Cousins on his "you like that, don't you, huh?" type of mode. Got these niggas within field goal range. I was like, no. All I pressed, this is exactly what happened. First down. No.
Another first down.
No.
6 yards. All right.
They're in field goal range. And it's good. And I heard, you know what I heard? You know what I heard when I saw that? I looked into the heavens and I heard,
Congratulations. Congratulations, Lions.
God, Elohim, Yahweh does not like y'all.
Congratulations, Lions. Congratulations, Lions. You made your coach cry at the podium after the game.
Dan Campbell, I feel bad. I feel bad for Dan Campbell
because our players, they left their hearts out on the field.
But no, because you know why? Because I think what Dan saw in that game was that because if you see the drive right before that, you would have said, Lions, y'all did that for Dan. Y'all did that for Dan because they played their asses off.
Yep.
Next, like I said, that first down. No. Like this second. Here's the thing. Because I have given up on Kirk Cousins know that, and he knows when I'm watching a game because Kirk just turns it on. It's amazing that Kirk Cousins has an arm of a top 10 quarterback, and yet everybody treats him like he throws interception after interception.
Sir, he's the Russell Westbrook of the NFL. Them stats keep coming, buddy. They keep going.
Yo, man, whatever.
There's 3 things in life: death, taxes, and Kirk Cousins helping you out on fantasy with them stats.
Shut the fuck up, Chris.
It's like, man, the Vikings lost, but I got 50 points with Kirk Cousins. That was great.
That was a great game, man. How the hell you get all these points with Kirk Cousins, man?
It's like I got 70 points with
Kirk Cousins.
It's like I got 75 points with Kirk. God damn.
You know somebody saying that over and over. Sorry ass Kirk Cousins, though, man.
It's like I got this motherfucker beat me, and Kirk Cousins got 75 points. This is some bullshit. I was supposed to win.
I stand by it. I feel like the Lions this year just can't get a break. They can't.
Speaking of which,
I don't know what it's going to take for that team to realize that they can love themselves. They can be better. I just don't know.
Speaking of which, I'm calling fool's gold on this win here. Yeah, Steelers, you beat the Broncos. Ben Roethlisberger.
No. They needed this because Chris, what you saw with the Broncos, because the Broncos, number one, the Broncos has been big dick swinging it for no good reason.
I mean, it's Teddy Bridgewater. I understand.
Yeah, and it is so funny. It's so funny what happens when Teddy Bridgewater can't shit on teams that are worse than him. All of a sudden, he becomes Mr. Checkdown out of nowhere. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater looked like some trash. The Steelers looked like they were doing something. So this is what you got was, Chris. Real talk, what you got was, and this is why I'm going to knock the Steelers on this one. This is one of them games where you know you're going to have a bad season, and you're like, nah, we're winning this one.
We're going to do it for Tomlin.
We doing this for Ben. You're doing this for Ben, bro. Ben came back. You know, we had to put like 4 extra screws in his arm, but he came back for this game.
I'm looking at Denver right now. They're going to have it rough in the AFC West right now because actually, this is a good segue because, number one, I'm curious on how the coaching structure is going to be for the Raiders after they lost to the fucking Chargers because the Chargers punched them motherfuckers in the mouth.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Kirk Cousins is like a EXP all in Pokemon.
Oh, no, my bad. The Bears punched the Raiders in the mouth.
Anyway, yeah. So the Bears. Now, let me tell you something, man. The funny thing about the Bears is I don't think they're all the way bad. It's just that it's really hard to gauge what type of team this is going to be, especially with the quarterback situation. I really don't know which team to trust in.
Also, Justin
And that's
Fields,
a good. And
Justin
you're right
Fields-
about that.
Justin Fields hyperextended his left leg and got the wind knocked out of him too. So it's like, fuck, is he gonna be able to play next week?
It's gonna be one of those. He's probably fine, but it's gonna be one of those years for Chicago because they're gonna have to
I see them on the bubble
evaluate everybody.
I see them on the bubble for a wild card spot.
I don't think
They're gonna sneak in.
They shouldn't be thinking of it. They're not gonna sneak in. They shouldn't even be thinking it right now, man.
They're gonna sneak in and they're gonna have to play the Cowboys.
I don't think they're gonna have
I
don't think they're gonna have a good enough record to even get in, man. So it don't even matter to me.
But yeah, the Raiders, I'm curious on what's going to happen to them with the new coaching changeover.
It's gonna probably hurt the team too, man. You gotta think
morale might be shit.
Yeah, that's gonna be the weird thing, man. Or you never know. They're probably all glad John's gone. I don't know.
Could be. Because right now, Chargers finally, the Diamond Dogs woke the fuck up.
It's a shame that nobody cares about them.
They beat the Browns, dog. That was fucking backyard football right there. I loved it.
Yeah, there was no such thing.
Defense. What was that?
A defense. That's what they call defense.
My fantasy number says that there was no defense. I got -6 on the Browns defense.
Boy, that was funny. I laughed at you. I laughed at you for that.
Hey, look. I thought they would have got something. Who knew that?
I laughed at you for that one. I was like, boy, you picked the wrong day.
On paper, the Browns should have shut down the Chargers, but apparently both teams said, "Fuck defense. We're gonna rely on our quarterbacks to bail us out." And,
yeah.
I mean, the Chargers, Diamond Dogs are looking pretty strong. Do you see them finishing strong for the season, though?
Yeah, they do, especially with KC kind of effing up. So I think if anything, they're gonna have to really, really mash the gas. You know, if you know what I mean.
D is Kansas City frauds now.
I think what we're seeing with Kansas City, and especially
defense sniffed them out.
Number one, we're not showing respect to the team that beat the shit out of them because
the Bills,
we get it. Y'all want 92 to come back. We understand.
Hey, you want revenge for last season? I understand. That was definitely a mistake. That technically was your guys' game to win, and it's just Patrick Mahomes showed the fuck up and
they beat them. I think the problem is now. What they have relied on Patrick Mahomes to save every game for them.
It's what people think Baltimore is doing with Lamar, except
no, that's exactly what Baltimore is doing. No, that's exactly what.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Don't you try to vouch for them. No, Baltimore. I'm with Urinated Tree. You are exactly like the 2017 Steelers. Hot air. You're nothing. High-end talent saving you. There's nothing to your squad, bro. Like, don't do that. Let's talk about them now, actually. Matter of fact, because I don't want to talk about how Kansas City just decided this. You know what? Here's the thing. Actually, before I get off of this, I got Kansas City still fighting for the wild card, but the way it's looking right now, Chris, I don't even know.
D, I'm going to say it right now.
I really don't know what's
I'm going to say it right now. Again, knock on wood, because I'm still tuning out everybody saying Cowboys Super Bowl. I'm going to say it right now. Cowboys are going to beat the dog shit out of fucking damn Chiefs.
I think they will. Because the way
first game of the season, everybody had the Chiefs beating the Cowboys at some point. But I don't know, man.
You know what the problem I'm having with the Chiefs? The real problem I'm having with the Chiefs is how careless they are. Just how careless they are. You can really tell they really did come into this season think they was going to run over everybody, man. They really thought they was going to run over everybody this season.
We're great. And
come on, man. We got to look. Come on, man. Andy Reid, he lost 2 more pounds, man. We doing good.
Now, Baltimore. D, you could not have predicted that this was going to happen.
I kind of feel like I should. No. You know what? Yes, I think I could have, because it's the Colts and the way the Colts been playing this year.
Folks, I want you to understand something. To watch it live was just like, are you shitting me? Colts were up 25-9, folks. At that point, the announcers, Ravens fans on Twitter were like, man, we're fucking done. All of a sudden, it's like Lamar, Cena mode activate.
I know. One of
And
those
all of
things,
a sudden, the Colts defense just said, "Defense, what's that?" And what the fuck?
I don't know what happened to the Colts. I think they had to go home early. Like something was
two
weird.
back-to-back 2-point conversion attempts that worked.
See, the
That's
first
insane.
one, of course, they're going to go for 2. Second one, oh my God, they're coming back.
And then the Colts had a chance to do it, but oh shit, our kicker has a bad back at the same time. Oh, by the way, the Ravens defense, yeah, we block field goals here. Bloop. I'm like,
that first block, I knew the game was over. I was like, oh, the Ravens are going to come back and win the rest of the game. I have seen Chris.
the Ravens pulled the Shane
much
Strong,
like us
your
seeing,
soul is mine.
much like us seeing the Redskins taking an AR-15 to their soul and shooting themselves and losing a game. You and I have seen enough Ravens games where it's hyped off of Baltimore. It's hyped up of It's like Baltimore, the city of Baltimore took a speedball because it's Baltimore. And
Well, dude, let's be real. We're Tony Romo fans. We've seen Tony Romo do that to teams, particularly the Washington Redskins.
no, but
the Washington football team.
But in this case, Chris, let's talk about the culture of the Ravens. I'm sorry, the culture of Ravens. And do you see the word that's above me? Monday Night Football. For whatever reason, Baltimore is amazing on Monday night. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
They did it against the no, that was Sunday night. They did it against the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm. They did it against, but still, it's just for some reason Monday Night Football season's still kind of young. The Ravens are playing. They're coming back from behind. They're winning. I knew they were. Yeah,
you're right. When he blocked that field, I was like, and they got your soul, Indianapolis.
The momentum has just swung, and there's no way of stopping it. The only thing y'all can do is stall for time because, they was coming.
Because in overtime, Lamar and them marching down the field like it was nothing. I was like, oh, he going for the touchdown. He ain't going for that fucking field goal.
Man, Joe, man, it don't make no damn sense how sorry that it was, bro.
Speaking of which, I agree with Urinating Tree. The football gods wanted pennants on the Giants because I have seen some freak injuries happen in games. Knock on wood, Dallas came out of that game healthy because couple things. One, every Cowboy fan was freaking out when Elliott hit that pylon. It was like, oh no.
I thought he was fine. It didn't look that bad to me, man.
No, because it was fucking Troy Aikman that was like, he ain't getting up. I was like, shut the fuck up, Troy. Don't do this. Don't
put this evil on this Troy. Like to me, he hit the. I was like, he hit the ground hard. That's what that was.
He rolled over that pylon. I know that shit probably hurt.
Yeah,
like motherfucker.
It just hurt. That just hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? He was all right.
But here's the thing. Here's the one that got me with Troy because we know Troy's last years was concussion city. When he saw fucking Daniel Jones get up and sway, he's like, yeah, he's done. He's done.
Yo, Daniel Jones, and I looked at the play at least 3 times. Yeah,
Daniel, why did you put your head down?
And that's what I'm saying. Both of them did the right thing because they both put their head down. It's just unfortunately they were on a collision course to each other and they didn't know it. It's just one of those things that was so. Before somebody say helmet to helmet, it was unintentional. They were both going with the momentum.
Shout out to Michael Parsons for fucking making sure that motherfucker didn't get the touchdown though. So.
Boy. Then on top of it, but it's not even just that, man. It's just that the way the Giants got dominated was
Saquon Barkley.
When Saquon twisted his shit, I saw when he twisted, like he was all right. Next thing you know, Joe Buck's like, yeah, that ankle started swelling up on Saquon Barkley. I'm like,
do you know what I thought it was?
Boy.
Do you know what I thought it was? I think we talked about this before in the episode, how you play basketball and you do one of those numbers where you lean hard. You're like, ah, shit. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. I was like, oh, Saquon is going to take that shit up. He'd be fine. And like you said, as soon as Buck was like, yeah, that shit swelled up. I was like, oh, shit, that shit is. And they showed it. That's what made it. I was like.
See, when you have, when you twist your ankle, it's going to be one of the two things. Either you can tape it up, you're going to be decent to play the rest of the game.
100% running.
And I would say decent because I get it because sometimes you play on a twisted ankle and it burns. It burns.
You're not
and
doing
then
full sprints. Put it
That's what
that
I'm saying.
way.
You're not doing full sprints. Then next thing you know, 15 minutes into it, you're actually running full speed, and you can still feel the burn on your ankle, but it's now like an adrenaline burn, and it's like, come on, we can fucking do this. All right, the game's over.
Let me get in that ice tub right the fuck now.
Like I said, that joke swell up the second.
Oh,
you
my dad
start-
twisted his ankle one time because he had his tire busted on his truck when he was on his way to work one night. Dude, this is like 12 o'clock in the morning. He had to be at work by 2, right? So he's on the side of the road of Branch Avenue. You know, over there near Allentown Road, right? There's no street lights over there, so it's dark. He didn't know when he got out of his truck, when he stepped down into the ditch, he twisted his ankle a little bit. And I think it was adrenaline because he was just like, and he just went through the pain the whole night. He came home and said he took off his shoes. That shit was swollen up. He's like, let me go ahead and take my ass to the fucking hospital.
I never what was it? I twisted my ankle so many times playing football because I'm uncoordinated. I mean basketball because I'm uncoordinated. But the last time I twisted it wasn't bad. Now I remember. This had nothing to do about football. I think I was like helping somebody move or some shit. Yeah. All I know is I twisted my ankle and I fell down two stairs. And but I remember getting right back to it, doing everything I wanted to. But like I said, I felt that bitch burning. I was sounding like, D, the second you stop moving, that junk gonna swell up, bro.
But dude, like all the stuff, one of the other players, he had like a foot injury and stuff. It was just
homeboy who's not, I forgot his last name. He got an ACL injury.
Yeah, it was just they were
everybody
like flies.
So what's going to happen with the Giants? I'm just going to say very simply, it's going to be an ugly ass year from here on out.
It's going to be rough.
It's going to be super rough for them.
Diggs got his 6th interception of the year.
As for the Cowboys, they're on quite a roll right now. I'm waiting for us to get punched in the mouth because I'm waiting for us to lose again. But
everybody's healthy, dude.
Right now,
this is freakishly weird. It's like everybody's healthy.
It makes no sense. Yeah, I know. We're supposed to be fucking up eventually.
Like nobody's in COVID protocol apparently.
I know, right?
We still haven't gotten our players, which kind of confirms. I think Jerry Jones told everybody get fucking vaccinated. That confirms it right there.
I told you. Now, all you boys, y'all did the right thing. Y'all went out there and got tested. I understand that. Now, don't touch no white women in the Dallas area.
We still haven't gotten back everybody, which I'm like, okay, because I think Gallup comes back after the bye week, I believe. Which I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm tuning out Super Bowl talk. I don't want to hear it until we actually step foot on the Super Bowl field. I don't believe it until that happens.
So this is what we're looking at. Next week we got New England.
Patriots.
Then it's a bye week. Then it's Minnesota, Denver, Atlanta, KC, Vegas, New Orleans, Washington, Giants, Washington, Arizona, and Philly.
A lot of winnable games.
Chris, I got to be honest with you. Too easy. Not that we can't fuck up.
There's some trap games. There's
only 2 trap. There's 4 trap games.
Both Washington games.
1 Washington game. I always give up
at Washington or at Dallas, Washington. I mean, technically they're both home games. Neither. There's a lot of Dallas players.
I'm sorry, neither. No, we got I forgot. Dak's unbeatable.
Yeah, he is like 5-1 against the whole NFC East.
yeah. Dak doesn't lose against Washington, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, he only lost his rookie.
If you want to know,
he lost his rookie season against them, I think. Yeah.
You want to know what my trap games are? My trap games are November 14th against Atlanta, the 21st against KC.
That's Thanksgiving game, ain't it?
Nope, the Thanksgiving game against Vegas. Another trap game I'm seeing is going to be New Orleans. Those 4 games right there are definite trap games. So basically, almost all of November, and the last game of the year against Philly.
Yeah, I will say this,
and I mean that because the last game against the year against Philly. If there's a chance for Philly or somebody to make a move, I think Philly will be the spoiler and try to beat Dallas, who are probably going to be at that point.
They don't really need. They probably either A, don't need that game to get in because they're already in.
Exactly.
Or B, they might need to win that game in order to get like a higher seed or some shit.
Something I have that feeling is going to happen, and I have a feeling the Eagles, despite them looking the way they do, and I mean it,
They'll sneak in on the wild card.
They're not better than the Cowboys, but that looks like a game that they're going to be going 1,000% at the Cowboys with, man. So those are the 4 I see. The rest of those games are just very winnable. The only unwinnable one is against Kyler Murray. That's the only one. Against the Cardinals. Real talk. I'm just recognize real. They're probably going to be a problem, especially at that point in the year. They're probably going to be a fucking problem.
I will say this though. I like the approach that Dallas does go into these games where they do use that first quarter to fill a team out. And I think it's working for them because
I think it's gonna hurt them when they go against a team that has a high power offense like Atlanta or like motherfucking on KC. I do see that biting them in the butt. You can't let a team get too far up on you.
But
and despite Atlanta being the fuck up that they are, I still see them. I can still see them coming out that game with a victory over the Cowboys.
But to Dak's credit, though, he made a point like, "Hey, look, we just go out there." Whatever our opponent's defense gives us, we just take it. So if they're not stopping the run, all right, we'll use Pollard and fucking Zeke and shit. Oh, you're not stopping the fucking pass? Okay, I'll use fucking Schultz and CeeDee Lamb in some sort of way, and we'll just do that, and we'll still run the ball. It's basically you just give what you can get.
I think the Cowboys just got themselves in a good position right now to deal with the shit like that. But anyway, that's enough.
Speaking of which, Washington, come here. So your defense let crab hands just do whatever. Is that what we do?
Oh my god! But Chris, they got a good defense, man.
He threw a Hail Mary.
Chris, they got a good defense now. Chase Young, they have a good defense now.
When he threw,
I don't know if you heard Chris, but they have a good defense.
I saw so many Washington fans pissed off that they let Jameis Winston throw that Hail Mary and just let the dude catch it. Like everybody's like, so nobody from Washington decided to jump up for that. Like we just let them just get that. Get that touch.
Was the one. No. You remember? Y'all was about to shut down everybody. Oh, because your offense is not. Oh, shit! Like the thing that gets me is here's the talking part that's going into Washington. Besides the fan base, hill flipping on Bruce Allen, by the way. But the other story that's going on is Washington saying a lot of Washington people. I will say the media more than the actual fans. I would say that, but you know how sports media is in this city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's either that's exactly how we feel, or it's some in the clouds bullshit. But anyway, in this case, it's just funny to me because all of a sudden they're like this. Yeah, we're better with Heineke. We already seen what Fitzpatrick got. We're good with Heineke. Are y'all sure? Are y'all really sure?
Sure about that?
I say this for one main reason. I think Taylor knows what he's doing. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He can't score.
He's a gunslinger. I didn't believe it, but he's a gunslinger because he made some throws. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, they're just perfect. Yeah, they're just perfect. That just comes from good relationship. I if y'all didn't hear me, I said that, especially for y'all Washington fans, I gave Tyler Heineke his fucking respect for that shit because the throws he made last week were just beautiful. This week, however, they were still beautiful. But that being said, I say again, y'all can't score. Y'all can't score. Y'all have the same problem that the Steelers have this year. Yeah, y'all can get close to the end zone.
That's about it.
I just don't see what the Redskins have so much going against them, but at the same time, they're still the second best team in the division. I think they're better than Philly, but Philly is trying to actually wake themselves up, and I get it. You know,
they're trying to figure out. They're trying to figure out how
Philly got to figure themselves out anyway. Because I think, like I said, Philly, I think they have a bit of a shot. You know what? Real talk, they should feel that they should. They should feel that they should too. Yeah. They get the same. They got to play the same people that the Cowboys play, and I bet this frustrating them. that if the fun that they can't win this game and not win this game. So
But also,
we'll see.
Also, same time, hey Panthers, you're gonna have to figure out what are you because the last thing you need is to go on a slide where you're losing games now instead of winning.
The thing they need is hurt right now.
Oh yeah, Christian McCaffrey is still out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Titans and Jaguars. Jaguars, I think they're gonna tank the rest of the season because
I'm done talking about them. Trevor Lawrence actually had a good game, but I'm done.
Yeah, Titans.
Trevor's actually showing up. Good for him, man. But they're tanking for the rest of the year. Come on, bro.
Titans.
And, one other better one. Now, we didn't say this last week, so we're going to say it now. Over under. Does Urban finish the year?
Well, D, considering John Gruden is out before Urban Meyer, I'm going to say he does finish the year. I mean, if you told me on my 2020 bingo card that Gruden be out before Urban, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know, right? But okay, that being said, since you're going to say he's going to make it, I'm going to say he ain't going to make it.
When is Jacksonville's bye week?
I don't know, sir. That's a good question because I don't think he makes it.
Hold on, let me check. Jacksonville's bye week is 17th.
Because I'm looking it up myself. They bye week though. That's against the Colts. So God doesn't tell me when their bye week is.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it's going to be after the Dolphins game. It's going to be after the 17th.
Okay.
So that following week is going to be the 20. God, what is it?
So what we're saying is after Dolphins is going to retire.
That's fucked up. That's one more. That's next week, nigga. Oh my God, that's next week.
I got him last in this whole season, and then he says, "You know what? I'm fucking done." I got that happen.
Look. Hold on. Let me go back to their schedule. Let me see who that is. Let me see which is the game where they're going to get their asses handed to them.
Also,
December 5th. No, December the 6th. He retired. He leaves. Look who they play.
Sir. No, sir.
Oh yeah.
No, sir.
LA is going to destroy them.
Sir. You wait until then. No, sir. November 7th against the Bills, he's going to get murdered.
What are you talking about? You're right.
If you got the Bills defense, put them on your fantasy. Oh, lucky for me, I got the Bills defense.
Yo, they are man. Everybody on that game, all the defensive players going to shave off all the hair in their arms and like pin everything back to make sure they get smooth on the other side just to get over the ball. They get all the speed they can to hit Trevor Lawrence. Oh God, Bill's gonna fucking hurt them.
Titans, AFC South is yours to lose at this stage. So you better hope the Texans and Colts don't wake up right now and make it interesting for you guys. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, Chris. This is the AFC South we're talking to. Now the worst division in football. So that being said, Chris, I'm sorry. I got the Titans fucking this up. Oh, they're gonna win the division. But I haven't just magically. Only the Titans can do that. Something only they can do.
They're gonna
I don't know. Like Derrick Henry runs Derrick Henry runs 200 yards and they lose by like 20 points, like something like that.
I feel I'm leaning towards the Colts waking up and making the Titans sweat for a hot second.
But I'm sorry. You saw the Colts? You think they're going to string enough wins to get close to the playoffs?
True.
No, that's actually a bad example, but whatever.
Like if we're looking at right now, real quick, if we're looking at the playoff standings as the standings are, right? Because I think the playoffs got to 8 teams now?
Huh?
Is 8 teams for the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Cleveland Browns will be number 8, and the Chargers will be number 1. Which leaves the Patriots, Steelers, Kansas City fighting for a wild card spot with Denver and Cleveland.
Can't even find that journal number. Yeah, I see that. Like I say, it's too early, man.
Yeah, I know it's
too early for that.
Yeah, it's
still too early for that, man. But whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, it's that whole thing is interesting. But here's the thing too. So Patriots, you almost lost to the Texans.
Patriots are sorry, man.
I don't know what to tell you,
But
man.
I ain't got nothing for this game because I ain't see it. I was actually shocked that the Patriots won.
Hey, have fun against Cowboys next week, dog. Have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. I mean, hey. The Bucks apparently had a fucking fun time against the Dolphins because Brady, man, if you had anybody from the, it's like Brady went to everybody. Antonio Brown, he went to everybody for points.
I mean, yo, if right now, if you're the Dolphins, I think you hit the panic button because you showed so much fight last year and compared to this year. Yeah, I think you should hit the panic button if you're the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's get to these picks this week.
Let's get to these picks, sir.
Thursday night game. Oof. Bucks Eagles. At the link. At the link.
Bucks. Why was I sitting there questioning that? Yeah, the Bucks gonna win that one.
Going for my upset of the week, Eagles.
Sure.
Hey. Fuck it. Tank Bowl. Dolphins Jaguars. In London.
That's not a Tank Bowl. That's not. Ooh, that has all the ingredients of a Tank Bowl, but that's not a Tank Bowl. That is not. I just realized you said London. I was like, ooh, that might be one. No. Jacksonville.
Dolphins.
Jacksonville.
This is gonna be a good one. AFC North Division game. Packers Bears.
All right.
Bears.
This is gonna be a rough one. I think the Bears are gonna win it too. But no.
So that shows your
Packers.
field.
Packers.
All right. I got
Packers.
Bears. Jesus. Bengals Lions. Go on Bengals.
I want to. I really want to believe that the bank.
Gotta believe.
I really think that the Bengals, of course. Yes, the Bengals, but next game, bro.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing. I'm just like
AFC South game. Texans Colts.
Colts.
Yeah.
God damn. Who gonna watch that game? Hey, that sounds like a Thursday night game right there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a 1:00 CBS game, so you know Tony Romo's gonna be commentating that shit.
No, you're not. That nigga gonna be doing the game of the week, and it ain't gonna be that, nigga. I'll tell you that much.
Rams Giants. Rams.
What
we talking about here? Trap game. Chiefs Washington. I'm going Washington. Don't make me a fuck Washington on this. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna make you look like one. Chiefs winning this one.
Can't believe I put my faith in Taylor Heineke.
I don't know why you doing that, nigga.
Out of spite, because fucking Mahomes fucked me over in damn fantasy, so I'm doing it out of spite.
It could be because of the culture, though. Could it?
Could be the culture. It's the culture.
Damn good. Damn good here.
You gotta put that as the intro for this episode when you do the audio.
Damn good. I gotta find a couple of things for this one, man. Anyway, go ahead.
Vikings Panthers.
This is a good game, actually.
Man. I'm gonna go Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings too, because I have this feeling that the Panthers are gonna have just enough, and then you like that is gonna show up out of nowhere.
I think Romo is going to be commentating. He's definitely going to be commentating this one. Chargers Ravens. This is going to be good.
Yeah, he's going to be definitely commentating.
Diamond Dogs, dog. Diamond Dogs.
Him and Jim Nance are going to be in there for that one. So yeah, I'm going for the Ravens actually, because here's the funny thing. This
is a test for the Chargers.
This is actually a test for the Ravens more so than me. So, but I think the Ravens.
How you figure? How you figure?
Because the Ravens are at a crossroads right now. Like they came off 2 games they should have fucking lost. At this point, you got to nut up and actually show what type of team you are, man. Because they can probably easily do this for the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Doing this floaty, maybe, and wait for your high-end talent to save you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cardinals Browns. This low-key might be good if the Browns defense is worth the damn.
I think both defenses are going to be doing the same thing.
So backyard football? Backyard football again?
Go get it. Yep. It's going to be go get it football. I guarantee.
I'm going Browns on this one.
I'm going to Cardinals on this one.
Raiders Broncos.
Broncos. Look at me, Broncos.
You could win this.
Your rival has just lost their coach.
Sweep the leg.
You sweep the leg. Y'all better. I'm going
Sweep
for the
the
Broncos
leg.
in this.
I'm going Broncos
I'm
too.
going for the Broncos in this. Sweep the leg. If they can't sweep the leg, Chris, I'm going to say it. They're the worst team in the AFC West, and they're done for the season. If they can't win this game, it's it. They're done.
I'm creasing. I'm looking at Bridgewater's nose like, he didn't break it. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg.
But Coach, no mercy.
See, sweep the leg.
No mercy.
I think that this is going to probably be the one. You know what? No, I don't think Romo's going to do Chargers Ravens. He's going to do Cowboys Patriots. I feel he's going to do that.
Maybe, but that might end up.
That's a 4:00 game too.
Because Joe Buck and Troy did the Cowboys last week. I doubt they do it this week.
Okay.
So yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Tony did Cowboys a couple weeks ago, so I doubt he'll do it again. Because they always do that with every team where they just can't do they can't put the number one guys on like the Patriots every week. They gotta do different teams, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can do the Patriots probably the week after, but you can't do it like constantly every week like that.
Yeah. So yeah, Cowboys, Patriots. Of course, we're going Cowboys. I mean,
yeah. Cowboys.
Even
if you see what the Cowboys have right now.
Also,
oh my God!
All I'm saying is I'm looking at Mac Jones like, hey, don't throw the. He's gonna throw the fucking Diggs, and Diggs gonna get another interception. I'm calling.
It's gonna be interesting because I think Patriots have enough people to.
They have a decent defense.
See, here's the funny thing: the Patriots to me are what the Redskins should be like right now. It should be more in a positive motion right now, and it ain't in Washington right now. Whatever. I ain't going to that.
Whew. This is gonna be a shit show. Sunday night game, Seahawks Steelers. Oh,
Steelers gonna win it, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
It's gonna be close.
No.
When
I say it ain't gonna be pretty, either it's gonna be an ugly close game or Ben, who pissed you off?
Actually, no,
I'm talking like 40 to like 10. Like Mike, who pissed y'all off? Is everybody just doubting the Steelers and no, we got to run the score up? It's either going to be that or is it going to be an ugly 10-13 game? You know what I mean?
Or they feel some way because Joe Burrow is laughing down out of the window of his car like, ha ha, suck it, Steelers.
You can suck it. We're the better team than you. We got a better fan base. And also, personally, I think our colors are better than yours. With the orange and black, I think it's better than yours. And you can't do it. Also, with me doing that voice, it also brought something else up. When the Steelers beat the Broncos, to me, it was the fat kid. There was a fat fifth grader pushing the little itty bitty kid clip. You can't fight. That's what the Steelers look like doing it to Denver. Hey, Denver, you're too high up, Denver. It looked like a fat bully pushing around the weak kid. That's what it looked like. So you know what, man?
Yeah. Monday night game could be interesting. Bills Titans.
That could be, but the Bills are gonna fucking kill them.
This is a test for the Titans, honestly.
Yo, the ghost of fucking Josh Norman gonna come on that field and properly tackle Derrick Henry the way he should have the first time.
Is Josh Norman still playing?
You see my face? No. If he is, he plays for like who he play for, like Saskatoon or some shit? Yeah, where he play for?
Oh no, sir, he's playing for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah, I did know he was playing for the 49ers. Huh. I forgot about it. I did know that. I actually did know that.
Good for him.
He could be a bum over there. Good for him. Fucking hate him, man.
God, man. Hey. Good for Richard Sherman for being with Tampa Bay. So, hey, good for him. Good for him, too.
Get your ring, Rich. Get your ring.
All I'm saying is this. We were joking in a group chat. I was like, yo, let it be in the NFC Championship, Dallas versus the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I called it. I was like, Jerry going to die of a heart attack if Dak beats Tom Brady. Like, it kills over and he's just smiling like.
I still don't know how this season is going to end for Dallas, man.
It's weird. Like I said, everybody's healthy. I'm just like, when's the other shoe going to drop? Man?
Yeah, I think we're all just waiting for disappointment. So we gotta stop thinking.
We're used to. It's because we're used to it because it's always when's the other shoe drop. Because it happened last season. Dak was playing so well despite how everything was going. All of a sudden, shit, injury, and then
Yep. Yeah, man. So I think this year, I really just think Dallas is they're doing everything right now. But I'm taking it as we get it.
Also, speaking of the culture, I have to end the show with this because this was probably the funniest. Somebody said, "What was the horniest sports tweet ever?"
Oh God, the horniest sports.
I remember this one. I remember this, and all of us were hollering, laughing. Like we were like, "That's racist as shit," but like, what the fuck?
I mean,
it's like you're racist, but you're horny for college.
I don't
at the same time.
No, that's not racist. That's talk about jigger. You mean jigger, right?
Nah.
What, it's supposed to be nigga?
Apparently, jigaboo. That kind of shit. So jigaboo, jigger. Unlike Jigger, I'm not way past kneeling, and that's Colin Kaepernick.
No, I thought it was a horny. I thought it was just saying like I'll kneel. I don't fucking care.
Nah. This is I was just I laughed at that shit. I was like, what the fuck, man?
But anyway.
Anyways.
So next week, man, more the same, Christopher. Hopefully this time sports won't just the way it did. So
I hope nothing else happens after this. I can't stand anymore after another week, and it's like, dude, there's more. Oh God, no.
All right. Anyway, we see y'all people next week. Good Lord. The culture of this motherfucker.